This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Sierra 117, and you're watching Xbox Ultimate. Now, finish the fight. Chief out.
And we are live. How is everybody out there in the chat on YouTube? Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This is Xbox Ultimate episode number 43, and we are going to have a blast today. We have two absolutely incredible guests joining us, as well as we have 6 of the 7 here. We're missing 3-bit, but we have him here in spirit. And his true self, Spirit, is joining us right now. So before we get started into all these awesome topics, I want to give a shout out to our guests and our panel. Hey, we'll get started with a guy that's been in this game for a while now. And I've been seeing you play some games and stuff with trying to beat Returnal in under 30 hours. You got a challenge going on and all this crazy stuff, man. And you're doing great things with the podcast, so Planet Xbox, and have a booming channel, dude. Keep up the great work. But everybody say hello to Kid Smooth. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Oh, not bad, dude. Just enjoying gaming right now. There's so much like stuff to be happy about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys having me. Been watching the show a couple times. You guys go at a decent time, so I'm able to catch it and whatnot. So I think you guys are doing a wonderful job. And happy to make an appearance on there. So hopefully this won't be the last time. First time, hopefully it's not the last time.
Heck yeah, man. I just appreciate you saying yes and joining us here. I know a lot of people would be happy to see your face here, man. And as well as that, we have another like podcasting long time, or 10 years, I think, doing podcast. This guy's been doing Nintendo stuff for a long time. He's jumped into the Xbox world again, like recently, but always been playing Xbox, and just an amazing content creator. Check out, he's got a Nintendo channel. He's also got the Xbox Now channel where he just kicked it off a few months ago, and it's doing amazing things already. I would like to welcome, please, everybody, say hello to N64 Josh. What's up, dude?
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I sound super old.
but I was gonna say that the first podcast I ever did was actually Josh's podcast, fucking in 2015. Like the very first time I ever did one was with Josh.
And it was my MVP back then. Like I was making podcasts directly from the Xbox. Like we were just jumping in, recording everything, and then doing it on Twitch, and then I would like grab that video and put it out. Like that's how we were doing it back then. It was wild.
That's crazy, man. I like stories like that, you know, because I've been just doing this for almost a year, right? So to hear like everybody that goes way further back is pretty awesome. And then we, like I said, guys, we have 6 of our 7 here. 3-bit is busy in meetings, and he had to go feed his ponies. So we're missing him right now, 3-bit. We love you, dude. We know you're busy, but shout out to you, and we're thinking of you. But introducing our amazing panel is first in my heart, my lovely wife, Kaitlin. Hey, baby, how's it going?
Going good. I'm excited to get the show going.
Yeah, I know you were excited to see that dog today.
Just wait. It's gonna get better.
Oh, there you go.
What is the dog's name again? Chorizo?
Chorizo, I think. Yeah, which is sausage.
That doggy is gonna make a good burrito one day.
Oh. Okay.
No.
No. We also have the extraordinary assassin, Lupa. How's it going, Lupa?
I'm so excited, I can't keep still.
What are you so excited about?
E3, baby.
Oh, yeah.
E3.
Oh, yeah. Gaming Christmas is upon us, everybody. Then we have the amazing Lady AF. How's it going, Lady? Thank you for being here as always.
Yeah, it's going well. I've had a pretty busy week. Been just active. Kids are out of school now, so
yeah,
things are ramping up around the house. Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
So,
you got
it's been fun.
How long is summer actually for the break? Is it like 50 days? Or
I think
something?
it's 8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah. So you got wow, that long? Really? Wow.
I think so. They go back in mid-August.
Yeah. Wow. So it's like an 8-week weekend with the kids, pretty much.
Yeah, no more homework. Right? Thank God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. We've got lots of fun stuff planned this summer. So I'm actually doing a overnight hike this weekend, which will be fun. We're going to hike in and camp and do some early morning fly fishing. I'm excited.
That sounds exhausting.
It probably will be. I'll probably be bitching about it all next week.
Yeah.
Oh, my back.
Enjoy it.
I'm not young anymore.
Stuff like that's amazing. So then we also have two of my three amigos here. We have the mellow fellow from outer space, Psychonauts. What's up, dude? By the way, he just made a new intro for his channel that is absolutely astounding. I just saw a sneak peek of it and I was blown away, dude. So props to you on that, man. What's up?
Yeah, man. It's been a long week. I was on Pokemon on Tuesday, and then Stubbs midweek gaming on Wednesday, and then I was making that video freaking today, and that freaking took a long time. But in between them, been gaming and enjoying and getting some E3 news here and there, and watching some announcements coming down this week. So it's been a good time.
Heck yeah, man. And then the encyclopedia of gaming that dates back to the first game ever made is the man, the myth, the legend that everybody wants a piece of, and his name is Pong Soul. What's up, dude? How's it going, man?
Hey, it's Friday night. Great to be here, Kid Smooth. Awesome to have you on here. N64 Josh. I just did a show with you, brother. So it's great to be on another one with you always. So no, we're going to have a good time. E3 has officially kicked off, even though it's unofficial, but man, we're getting some news and it's getting good. Storms are brewing. So cannot wait to get down to these topics. And again, it's awesome to be here with all you guys. Love you guys. And I love my Friday nights. So let's get to it.
Yeah,
did you have a good birthday, Pong?
Oh,
I
yes.
did. I did. I did. Thank you all for all the wonderful birthday wishes. It was amazing. So just another day. I mean, again, when you get this high up in the count, it just becomes another day. So
never think of it like that. That's your special day. It's the start of a whole year. It's time to ground yourself and look forward to what's to come in your next 12 months. So.
And you look really good for 70, dude. I mean, just
thank you. I appreciate it. I try. So, lots of moisturizer. Lots of moisturizer.
Yeah. I love a man who uses a moisturizer.
Okay. You have
to. All right. So quick, before we get started with some of the topics here, we got a couple super chats to get to. My dude, Boogeyman, fellow speculator as well. Shout out to you, man. He says, $5 super chat. It says, I was so tired last night. I fell asleep listening to Next Level Gaming and then woke up just to fall back asleep listening to Fun Pop. Community love, hashtag. Hey, dude, thank you so much, but I don't know if I'm flattered that you fell asleep listening to our podcast or if... No, I'm just kidding, dude. That's what they're all about, man. We'll soothe you to sleep, chill with us. And also a $5 super chat from my dude Boom. Double Barrel Gaming. What's up, Boom? Thank you so much. He says, what's up, gaming family? Happy to see you all. We are happy to see you here as well as everybody else in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. You all rock. Shout out to the channel members whose names are scrolling up above. You all are absolutely amazing. We love you all. Now, hey, guys, E3 is upon us. It's palpable. Lupa couldn't even contain her excitement. She couldn't even contain herself. Mm-hmm. She's shaking right now because she's so freaking excited.
Is she shaking or is she on the
She's maybe on the washing machine.
Is she on the washing machine again? Yeah. Lupa, what did we tell you about that?
I'm not telling because you would just try it and then
just try
That's what you said last time. Okay. How do you know I didn't?
Okay.
I think you did with a smile on your face.
They could be sitting on washing machines right now for all we know. Just the
exactly.
So hey, let's get started. I want to let our guests kind of get into this a little bit. So we'll start with Kid about E3. Like, I want to know, in your opinion now, like, what does E3, what does Xbox really need to do in that 90-minute span to like get everybody's attention? Because PlayStation came out ahead of time recently, just with the Returnal. They had Returnal release, and they also had Horizon Forbidden West. That showed some pretty amazing gameplay. They also have showed Ratchet and Clank gameplay, right? So now, the conversation's shifting back again. PlayStation has all these amazing games. Xbox, what are they going to do? Are they going to disappoint? Like, what does Xbox need to do in this 90-minute period to kind of like make a statement? You know what I mean?
They have to blow our socks off, unfortunately. When you consider like last year, I think you guys would say last year was a disappointment because of lack of gameplay. Everything was like CGI, right? But like if you would have saw a list before we got to see any of that stuff, if somebody told you like, hey, I got the list of all the games Xbox is going to show at their Xbox Game Showcase last year, before we saw it, you would have been super hyped just on name alone, right? Because we had about a new IP from Obsidian, Fable by Playground, new Forza by Turn 10, and a new we have Halo Infinite gameplay, exciting, but the execution was not quite there because majority outside of the Halo, we know the story with that, and then the CGI thing. So they are going to want to answer the whole CGI thing, and so now we have to get gameplay. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know what they're going to show outside of, looking at the image that they revealed, right? I saw 3 games pretty much of what that's going to pretty much be the highlight: Halo Infinite, Starfield, and Forza Horizon 5, or a Forza game, one of the two. And that's great. I think those are going to have the spotlight. I just don't know what's going to be the in between, but I'm not sure if they're going to have we know Halo if Halo is supposed to do what it do, we should be fine, but I'm not sure if they're gonna have an answer for Horizon, Ratchet. Maybe they'll have an answer for Returnal. That's nothing. But Horizon and Ratchet, I'm not sure. So what they have to do is more so is hopefully we like what we see for whatever first party they're doing, but they have to actually kind of be a little bit aggressive and greedy on a third party. And Game Pass has been surprising us this year with some crazy drops. Like April was big, Outriders and MLB. We know Psychonauts is around. Psychonauts, shout out to you. Psychonauts 2 is around the corner. And I think, hey, like we have to have like a sort of like surprise hit that's going to be like day one Game Pass or first on Xbox that's by like somebody we didn't expect. Maybe it's FarCry 6 and Game Pass day and date. Maybe it's Battlefield 6. Maybe it's Back 4 Blood. I don't know. I think they need quite a few of those like third-party big games that's in Game Pass day one, along with their stuff. I don't think 2021 is going to be packed of like, oh, we're going to have a ton of games from our first party releasing this year. So Halo has to do its job. It has to do its job to cover for that lack of releases from first party. Forza Horizon, hopefully it comes out this year. Maybe it's not, and hopefully Bethesda trolls everyone and Starfield actually does release this fall. That's what I'm hoping happens. But I'm
still on that hill.
Yeah. I think it's Halo Infinite, and then in like some Game Pass surprises, really is going to be the one that has to really take the mantle. I do think we're going to see a whole lot of new games, a lot of new stuff that we're not expecting, but we don't know the names. If we're hearing that Hellblade may not be there, Perfect Dark, Fable. So if there is not, I know people are probably already feeling let down if that's the case, if they're not going to be there, because it's like, all right, then I don't know what I'm going to see, because we saw these reveals last year, but now we're expecting to see gameplay, and Xbox wants to show us gameplay. So where are you going to show us?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I agree with a lot of that.
I don't.
No. What do you got to say, Lupa? I'm curious.
There's tons of stuff coming. tons of big games come in from first party. You don't know. You're going to be so surprised, kid.
I want to be like, I don't have a low expectations, and I have expectations. They're high, but I don't know what I'm expecting. So this is like the first year of E3 where I can't say, I truly don't know what to expect. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a surprise. Don't you remember surprises?
Christmas morning.
So to Lupa's point, there's been a couple of insiders that have said there's like 5 AAA IPs potentially that are going to be revealed, and that if they do that, but also those may be not coming out right away, but there also could be a couple of them that are. Maybe like Wolfenstein 3 could be like this year or next year. We could also have I don't know, some people are saying Perfect Dark is coming sooner than we think. Like who knows? I don't know about all this stuff, but
it's
man,
strange. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine, man.
Remember that image back when the dude from, what's his name, Drew Murray?
Yeah.
He had a picture with Phil Spencer playing the game.
Yeah.
Remember that image that he posted, and we were trying to look through the glasses to see it, and people were pasting Perfect Dark in it. So at some point it was playable, and then the Fable Playground rumor has been rumored longer than was rumored before the Xbox One X came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we're just smoke this fire, and it eventually got announced. But I'm like, okay, if it was rumored this long ago, what was going on?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I feel like Fable is probably closer than what we expect as well.
I remember listening to your point, Kid. Also, I remember listening to I think it was Podcast Unlocked 2.5 years ago, and when Alana Pierce was on there, and I could have swore it was her that said she knows Fable is in development at that time, and that was a long time ago, and that was things like that stick in my head. So. But that being said, we still don't know what level it was in development. Maybe it could have just been the writing aspect, because there's a lot of writing for that kind of game too. So that's the thing. We don't know. There's a lot we don't know about Xbox because there's so many freaking rumors. There's just rumors upon rumors upon rumors, and we don't know which insiders are true, which ones are not. But I think you're right. Halo Infinite needs to show out, because that's the one thing we do know, right? So hey Josh, let's say okay, they got Halo Infinite, which, my personal opinion, I think that could be the biggest game period this year release, right? So nobody's really thinking about that as well. When you talk about game releases, hey, Halo is a titan to have, right? As a release, it stands on its own as a major monumental thing when you get one of those releases, right? So is if that shows out and it actually proves to be amazing, is that enough with maybe a Forza Horizon this year, and maybe one other surprise this year for Xbox to make a big splash?
No.
Okay.
No. Halo was there when they had the foundation of Bungie, right? And Halo has been 3 major missteps. And so they are working their way back, which I can see Mav's face right now. He's not happy with me. I am a huge Halo fan. I want to see Infinite succeed more than anything, because I will play. I've played all of their missteps, right? I enjoyed the heck out of 4. I still like 5, and I'm so glad that Master Chief Collection now works, right? But I think Xbox needs to take Nintendo's approach that they did with the Switch, and it needs to be game after game. It cannot be, E3 cannot be, here is some games that you're going to see eventually. E3 needs to be, here's games, here's dates, and the words out now need to come out of Phil Spencer's mouth. We need to see something huge when it comes to the 20th anniversary. Let's lean into those people that are going to have nostalgia towards the OG Xbox and some of those OG games that they still have the licensing for. Let's then see gameplay. Fable has to be in my mind, it has to be completely reinvented. If they come out with a walking simulator, action adventure RPG, and it doesn't show similar to how Horizon just showed, it's going to be a laughing stock, right? So if it's not at that point yet, don't show us anything. Like just table it. I think we need to see games that are going to be playable within the next 18 to 24 months, and we need solid dates, as solid as can be with the current state of the world. But I think that's what really is going to help Xbox set themselves apart. That the narrative of Xbox doesn't have games will change to Xbox has too many games. That's what I said yesterday on.
Well, we know they're going to have too many because I can't keep up as is. But plus, we're with Game Pass. Plus, we're all going to have these 40 plus games that are supposedly in the works right now, launching over this next generation that are already planned, and that doesn't even include the third-party deals that they're bringing to Game Pass day one. That doesn't even include some of the other publishing deals they're going to make with third-party studios. That doesn't even include any future acquisitions that we know they are going to make. That doesn't include potentially other services joining Game Pass like Ubisoft Plus and all of these other things. Like, it's games on the Xbox platform are never going to be a problem again, right? That is like the most concrete thing I can say about the platform right now, right? Like, as opposed to anything else. Now, you could say, hey, are they going to have something that's a third-person action-adventure game that's like rivals God of War? We don't know. That's something that stands among its own, right? Like, you can't recreate that. You know what I mean? Like, but we have different experiences on Xbox that other platforms definitely don't have as well, right? So there's going to be an audience that's going to be gravitating to the value of Game Pass, and that's going to be the number one win. So they need to keep promoting that value, right?
Are we still friends? Are we still friends,
dude? I love you, man. You can say no wrong.
All right.
I think he had valid points. I think that's
100%.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anytime when somebody starts like critiquing Halo, I just like my eyes start twitching a little bit. You know, I go through that now.
I'm right there. I'm right there.
I can take it. No, dude, I agree with a lot of what you say. Like, they're definitely in the mind share of the masses, a peg below where they were before, right? And they need to earn that trust back, right? Let's get to a super chat real quick. I got Hellboy. He says, real quick for $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, real quick for everyone, which game are you most excited for? Dying Light, Horizon, or Far Cry 6? Him personally, he says Dying Light. Dying Light 2, that is. For me, Far Cry 6 out of that bunch. I'm a huge Far Cry fan. Anybody else want to get in real quick?
Same. Far Cry 6.
Both are interesting. I'm gonna say Horizon, since that's like of the series I've beaten. Horizon Zero Dawn, I didn't beat like any recent like Far Cry. I played plenty of Far Cry games, didn't beat any of them. And Dying Light, I'm still trying to. I still haven't beaten the original Dying Light, but it was one of the most impressive ones. But Horizon Zero Dawn is probably not. Well, Forbidden West is probably the one I'm most looking forward to out of those three.
I'm gonna say Dying Light just because I don't have a PlayStation currently, so I can't play Horizon. But if I could play it, and if I do have one, I'd probably be more hyped for that one. First one came out, and I missed like 4 days of work with the flu, so yeah, no, it's one of my favorite games from PlayStation from back then. So, but I love Dying Light. Dying Light's fucking one of my all-time favorite zombie fucking game. So,
and it's co-op too, so it's fun.
Yeah,
right?
Not fucking zombies, but you know what I mean.
If I enjoyed the first Horizon more, then I would be more excited for this one. But it's just one of those games for some reason that didn't click with me as well as some of the other games, right? Like, Last of Us is another one of those, but like Uncharted is like one of my favorite franchises, right? And Ghost of Tsushima was my game of the year last year. So there's definitely like exclusives on the PlayStation that I love. It's just that one for some reason didn't grab me. So, but I have played sequels that have grabbed me more than the original, right? And that's kind of flipped my thinking. So once I get my PlayStation 5, I'm gonna definitely get Horizon Forbidden West when it comes out, and give it a good shot and see if I can get hooked into that series. Ponxel, you got one of these that you're most looking forward to?
Well, since I'm not going to have a PlayStation 5 by the time Horizon comes out, then I definitely would go with Dying Light 2 as well. I've been waiting for another one. I played a lot of it. The first one on PS4. I got to go back and play now with the FPS boost. I can't wait to get into it again. So I'm going to play the first one all over again. But yeah, Dying Light 2 looks simply amazing. I love that engine. For as much trouble as that studio's supposedly been in, what they showed the other day was pretty impressive.
Yeah, the changes they made were
incredible. And all the additions to the story and how your decisions are going to matter and all that kind of stuff, and changing the entire look and feel of the city as you go through it, depending on what actions you take. Over 3,000 Parker moves now. I'm definitely all in on Dying Light 2.
It also seemed like it still retained that it's Dying Light. One thing when a game like takes so long for the sequel to come out, sometimes you wonder like if it's not going to be still have the same spirit as the original, right? This one looks like Dying Light, right? So it that made me super happy. Psycho, you got one of these you're looking forward to most?
Definitely FarCry 6. That looked really good.
Oh yeah, you already told me that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely like the backpack and all the customization of your weapons, and of course, the little dog that's on Kaitlin's background.
Yeah,
that thing was.
You just want the pet alligator. Come on.
Yeah,
that's all you want.
Whistle. We'll sick that son of a bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for.
Couldn't you tame alligators in Assassin's Creed Origins? I feel like I was able to use alligators.
Lupa?
Oh, yeah, with the power. You had some kind of taming a beast. You tamed a beast.
Tame a beast, yeah. That was Origins or that Odyssey? I know I was able to tame gators so often. So
no, that was Origins.
Origins? Okay.
That was Origins, yeah. Yeah.
You got one of these, babe? You looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to watching you play FarCry.
Okay.
Oh, you should try it out. It's not my favorite series. I've played them, but they're not my favorite.
I've watched him play several of them. I enjoy watching it.
It's at 60 frames. FarCry is where it's at now. That's just what makes me happy. Lupa, you got one of those three you're most looking forward to?
Of course, Far Cry 6. You know this.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2. I'm looking forward to everything.
Yeah. All right, let's get back here to E3 a little bit. A lady, you're saying you agree with Josh, right? What else would you like to see them do? You know what I mean? For you personally,
I mean, just looking back at some of Xbox's older showcases at E3, I'd like just an overall change of pace on what they've shown in the past. I think that Xbox can kind of focus on one thing for too long, and it's usually something stupid boring like Minecraft or fucking their indie 10-minute 20-minute indie showcases at most of these things, which I love indies and I'm all about it, but I just feel like E3 isn't really the time to focus that hard on some of those indie titles. I think that they should bring their big hitters and really showcase what they're doing there. I just hope that it's an overall good show and they show us a ton of games and it's not a ton of interviews and a ton of this is what we're bringing in technology and all of that. I want to see console. I said it before, I really want them to come out with special edition console at E3. I want
which one?
Special
Halo?
edition.
Okay.
Special edition Halo Series X. And then I think they're going to do is bring back the design lab. They're going to announce that at E3. That I can see being a thing, and I'm excited for that to design my own, Series X controller. So, but overall, I think Josh is right. I think that they really need a showcase. They need to showcase the big hitters, and if it's not something that is ready to be showcased, just don't show it to us because, yeah.
Well, that's what Sony does, right?
I think they all do. Sony, that Sony's E3s have never impressed me, and I feel like everybody's always they win every year, and I'm okay, I don't know how everybody thinks that because I just don't. That one year when they came out with the fucking full orchestra and shit and spent 10 minutes banging drums, I was what the fuck is Sony doing? Are we having a kumbaya right now? What's happening?
Remember when they took everybody from one stage to there was a big 20-minute intermission, then they had everybody show up, and then there's just a guy playing instrument or something, and it was Okay,
but these digital events are totally new. Like these are new waters. So it's something that's totally different. You know, we don't have that super big live audience press coverage that's going on. So I mean, I don't know. I just hope that they show us games and it's not just a bunch of fucking talking, which Xbox has done in the past. I think it was the year before last was my favorite Xbox showcase, because it was just game after game after game, and that's what I want to see this year. So
yeah, I think they need a sizzle reel. They need they need to focus on like 5 things that are coming soon, maybe 6 things that are coming soon, and show us like bigger glimpses of that. And then at the end, right at the end of the show, the future of Xbox is upon us. Here's like all of our studios and like what is in development, and here's some of what's ready with at least a gameplay segment, and then have like this like fire trailer that has like 5 to 10 second like glimpses of like 15 to 20 games. It's just like boom, you know what I mean? And that'll like
new IPs,
set the stage.
New IPs.
Yes.
Show us the new IPs.
Don't even tell us what
show
they
us what
are.
we're working on.
Yeah, don't even tell us what the games are. Just like show us these glimpses, and everybody will be watching this and be like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? What's that?
Yeah.
So you want pretty much a roadmap, a sizzle reel.
I want a roadmap of the future of Xbox, dude. That would like.
So if they did in like 60 seconds, right, and just did a quick 5 second.
I need 2 minutes.
First party studio.
2 minutes.
But all right, 2 minutes.
2 minutes
about 10 seconds of each first party game clip, and that could be like a mid swing of like Hellblade next game, like scenarios like that. That would be cool. Actually, I think I would enjoy something.
They do that with their indie showcase, so I mean that would be similar to that, just not indies, right? Like,
exactly.
Think about that. 2 years ago, they did that. It was a 10-minute long segment, I think, of just indies, and it was indie after indie, and like just these little peeks at games. And they didn't even tell you the title, or the title would just pop up for 10 seconds, and that's what it was. So do something like that.
And just think about it, because if you told all these devs, okay, I just need 10 seconds, guys. You know what I mean? Just give me 10, just wrap up like what your aspirations are for this game in 10 seconds and give that to us as a little segment. And then, you know, they put it all together. They don't tell us what it is. You know, they just name the studios on the bottom, right? Of what they're like the studios that are making the game. And then you could watch this thing and people would like go back and like dissect this thing like crazy. You know what I mean? Like picking it apart, being like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And then everybody would have faith. Oh, there are games in development, right? As opposed to the one like the 5 or 6 that they showed us last year. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, let's give people faith in that first party roadmap. You know, so.
I mean, it's kind of it's weird, right? Because when other platform teams done this in the past, like I mean, like there's people hyped for Metroid Prime 4, and all we got is a JPEG for that.
Yeah.
We got like Sony used to do this to us a lot. We were asking for an Xbox roadmap for like a couple years. Like we wanted to see what's coming out, and they did it, and it sort of like backfired. But if you consider all the announcements dating back to like 2019 of games that we know that are eventually coming, Everwild, Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, Fable, Avowed, State of Decay, freaking Forza, and we know Forza Horizon, and then Obsidian got like 4 games in development. The Grounded is going to be releasing sometime this year, and then you have In Exile, who keeps teasing their game, but they keep teasing it on Twitter. So it's like there's so much, and then you add in Bethesda. We don't know. I mean, we know obviously Starfield, but they have there's how many studios in Bethesda? It's like 13.
No, they have like 9. Is it 9? No, that was 13. No, how many? Pong, you know, probably, right? Do you remember?
I think it actually is. I think it's 9, right? It is 9.
Yeah,
8 or 9.
You factor into the games that they're like working on and whatnot. It's crazy. At some point, it's going to be to the point where, like you said earlier, Xbox has too many games and whatnot, or they're going to have to purposely start delaying games or holding on to games so some other games can shine. Like I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get there. I mean, I know that the wait's going to be like, long and dreadful, but it looks like we have to get through this year and next year before that transition of where the games are just going to come in. I think 2023 is actually going to be kind of crazy, but
yeah,
time away.
I think the indies are going to be a big part of it, as well as like new IPs and what Xbox first party are bringing. I think indies is going to be front and center again because of COVID. So indies going to get more time and be pushed to the forefront.
We think maybe like Exomecha and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Also,
some of those bigger indies would be great to see. Like some of them, I mean, for me, it goes down to like some of those. Like we just had the indie showcase, so I mean, don't show us the same stuff you showed us at the indie showcase, please, at E3.
We still haven't seen gameplay for Stalker 2, and that's in.
That's true. That's supposed to be this year.
I am so worried we're gonna get like 5 minutes of Scorn and those weird squishy noises.
It's just gonna play in a loop, like.
Right? Yeah. Door Simulator 2000.
Tunic and some 12 minutes and some I've forgotten the name of the other one, but the Guerrilla Collective are doing on the 5th and the 12th, and as well as the Summer Game Fest. So I think indies are going to be quite a big thing. I'm looking to see the Gunk and also a lot of other things, but like I won't rattle on.
The Gunk, I forget about that one too. It's like it's crazy, like the Ascent.
Yeah, I forgot. Wow, that's next month.
Yeah,
like wow, that's crazy.
And then they announced Rift Breakers coming day one to Game Pass. They also announced that Dark Alliance is coming day one to Game Pass. We just had MechWarrior 5 hit day one to Game Pass for a console, that is. But like also you have like other stuff that we don't know about because they hold the heavy hitters in for showcases like E3. So I would anticipate there's probably at least a couple of games that we don't know are going to be day one Game Pass that are going to be announced at E3.
Because
some of them we probably already pre-ordered.
It's our anniversary, Xbox's anniversary and E3, and they've been like people are like, we're not seeing anything. Yeah, but because they're saving it all up for big surprises because it is what it is this year.
Yep.
I want to know from my wife. Hey, baby.
What?
Is there one announcement you want at E3 like that would make your day? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Do you want us to customize the dog in FarCry?
No, it's actually perfect because it looks just like one of our dogs.
It does. I noticed that.
I don't know.
No, okay.
But when 3-Bit was talking about the what was he talking about? The Sims? Something to do with the Sims?
He 3-Bit wants the Sims Online, he said.
Yeah, I think that would be I would be stoked about that.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That's been like something that had been like teased and rumored for like so long, it just never came to fruition. Now nobody really talks about the Sims anymore for some reason.
Oh, it's still super popular though.
Popular. Is there like a Sims streaming crowd that I don't know about or anything?
I'm sure.
The Sims Online.
There's a whole fucking community of Sims. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's huge.
Crazy and
huge.
I was like, you should probably stream this. So yeah, but like, there's a whole different community over there. I don't get it, but she does.
It's a whole fucking thing. So I mean, I follow some of them on Twitter and they're like constantly posting their like Sim stuff. I'm like, that's cool. Look at you enjoying life.
Yeah. I think, hey, there's like, here's something I noticed. I wanted Psychonauts' opinion on this real quick. So DICE responded to Xbox's E3, not DICE officially, but one of the head ups at DICE, right? It's responded to Xbox's E3 announcement with like the eyeballs, right? And we've seen that before from them. Like, do we think we're going to see Battlefield 6 with Xbox at the showcase? And maybe that could be the day one Game Pass that people have been rumored with a big partnership with EA to make that happen. Because they're already partnering with them. We already saw Knockout City hit day one Game Pass, right?
Fun game. Yep.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Oh yeah. I definitely see Battlefield 6 possibly being on the stage with Microsoft, and then they announce it be day one into Game Pass. I can definitely see that. There's just been a lot of just talks and whispers. And if you notice, like whoever's on Twitter's EA for DICE and then for Xbox, they're always interacting with anything that DICE posts. You always see Xbox like doing something, and then they're just having like little conversations. So there's something up between them. So definitely that could be. So I'm now with my what I think for E3. I think Microsoft is definitely going to come out with Halo, with a Craig 2.0 gameplay trailer, and shut everybody up.
Right.
This is how the game is. The engine is way further along. It's at a state where it looks gorgeous. The gameplay itself last July was solid. Everything was awesome with that. It was just the visuals. There were, some textures, some pop-ins. They had a year of polish to fix that. We're gonna see what that year of polish is. We're gonna see that at this E3, and they're gonna jam-pack this show with so many announcements that you're just gonna have your jaw hanging almost the entire time. Because they're only doing a 90-minute show with Xbox and Bethesda together, 90 minutes. So there's no time for just talking. Just boom, 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 boom. It's just gonna be boom, 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 just hits after hit after hit. Announcements are gonna have like probably a scissor reel with ID Xbox stuff, maybe stuff that's coming out pretty soon, and then hit, and then what, like you said, they're gonna have something for what the future is gonna hold, and then show you stuff that's going to come out in like 2-3 years down the road. And then they're going to end the show with Starfield right into Bethesda's, and then Bethesda is going to go off and announce the games that they're going to have. Like they're going to bang out. So it's going to be just jam-packed. So for me, I'm not tempering my expectations on this E3. There's so much, and I mean, truthfully, we've tempered for the last 7 years with Microsoft. It's time to just let it out and just hit us with a freaking left hook.
343's had an extra year to put chin straps on Craig so that his helmet doesn't come off.
So how long was last year's show?
57 minutes.
Oh, okay. So 57 minutes, really? Wow.
Yep.
So we're gonna get 57.
I'm more excited because I was arguing with one of my podcast mates. He thought 90 minutes weren't enough. I was like, well, I think it was longer than last year's, and I think their longest show was like in 2017, where they went just over 90 minutes. So that's actually pretty good. I think you merge Xbox, and he's coming from the fact that Bethesda used to do their own shows, which was about an hour. But when you look at the Bethesda show, it wasn't just all games. There was a lot of fluff. Remember Save Player One and all that other stuff. Like they had a lot of fluff. It's just that it's going to be the same stuff, just minus the fluff. Now they can just go just the games that they would showcase. If you got rid of the fluff in Bethesda's like showcase, it would be like 20 minutes long. Right.
You're right, because Bethesda always had like longer segments about individual games, right? So they would talk about like 4 or 5 things for like 15-20 minutes each, right?
And mobile games.
And mobile games, yes.
And right here, right now, I do think we'll see Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh,
we'll see.
Ooh, I came back at a good time. Ooh, I don't know about that.
That's out in left field. I'm not going on that hill
busting out
with
some
you,
spicy stuff here.
I jumped on the Starfield hill with Pong. I can't step on this one, man, because Todd Howard said that it'll be a ways off, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But yeah, We'll see.
Yeah, dude, it would make my heart flutter, bro. Like, I would love to see that, man. I miss Elder Scrolls. Pong, dude, let's wrap this one up with like your epic take on this. Like, what does Xbox need to do to make a statement?
You know me, Mav. If I was running the ship, man, everybody be getting everything they ever wanted. It'd be a 2.5 to 3 hour show, and I'd be dropping all the bombs, right? I just let it all go, because at this point, Microsoft has absolutely nothing. Xbox has nothing to lose here at this point, right? And everything to gain. So the only way you screw this up is by not doing enough. And so for me, that's where I'm at. I'm hyped. I'm going to be happy with this showcase no matter what, because I know that we're going to get Halo Infinite, and I know that we're going to get Starfield. In any other year, those two titles alone would crush E3, right? It would be the talk of the town on a normal E3. If you think back, 5-10 years ago, if you just came to E3 and got to see those two alone, that would be it. It'd be all over with. But I think we're going to get a whole hell of a lot more than just those two, obviously. So for me, yeah, I'd like to see them go longer than 90 minutes. I was kind of disappointed with the 90-minute thing when it came out. I thought that they have enough, with different titles to do more. But at the same time, it's all going to come down to the approach, how they actually fit it all together. If the pacing is well done, and if there isn't a lot of fluff, like Kid Smooth was just talking about, there's not a lot of that, and you cut all of that garbage out. If they don't take too long on celebrating the 20-year history of Xbox, you can do that in an Xbox Wire. You can put together nice showpieces and stuff, but I don't want them to focus too much on that at E3. Yes, announce it, talk about it. I don't want to hear from all the different studios about how great it is working with Microsoft for 20 years. Cut all that out. E3 is about showing what you got. This is about showing your hands and pushing the chips in the table, right? This is where you're at. So I think they've got to go out. So we're going to get Halo. We're going to get Starfield. We're going to get Battlefield 6 on stage. I think it's Game Pass day one. I think that's almost locked in at this point. I think that we are going to see, Psycho just talked about, we're going to see Arcane's new game, Omen. We'll get a teaser for that. I think Bethesda's probably going to have a couple teasers. We might hear about that Typhoon game that Jez Gordon from Windows Central and others have been teasing. I think we might actually see that there as well for surprises. Again, Clobriel said he knows of 5 AAA new IPs, Mav, like you were talking about, that could be there. Now, he said things are in flux, but I think after Sony's state of play, if I'm Phil, I slot in a couple extra, right? I slot in a couple exciting announcements, even if they are just CGI, even if they are just teasers. I think you slot in a few more things than you were actually maybe going to show up to this point, to start really, again, get the talk back around Xbox. And Halo's going to do that by itself. Starfield, if it shows well, again, we don't know what they're going to show, Mav. We're dying on this hill, Mav. Okay, we're up here. We're gasping for air right now. But this could be the biggest disinformation campaign in the history of video games. And if they come out and say it's launching this year, it's over with, right?
Oh my gosh, dude,
it's done.
Hear me out. Hear me out with this, Pong. Like, I want to add something to your point real quick. Okay? Yeah. Because, like, Mr. Guy, okay? I don't want to say his name. Because I might turn into a lizard. Okay. So this prick has attacked a lot of studios, and some of those are Xbox. Right? So if they were to try and like make somebody look bad and stupid, maybe it would be him. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, like, hey guys, give this guy some bad info. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened. You know what I mean? Right. But like, if that were to happen, I could imagine it could possibly be somebody like him.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think it would be great. And again, I'm not saying that that's exactly what's happened here. I'm not. Chances are we're going to see it in 2022. But if the showcase, we don't know how much they're going to showcase, because if it is 2022, they may save some of the Starfield stuff for later, because you're going to want to give it another kind of spotlight before we come up to launch, depending on when they think that release window is going to be. So I think they might hold some of it back, but I still think we do get to see some gameplay at E3. And if that hits right, then that's all they need between Halo and Starfield. But then, like you guys were talking, there's so much little stuff in here as well too. And when I say little, I don't mean it like that. I just mean that it's the extra servings, right? It's all the extra dessert that we're going to get out of this, which is all the smaller titles that we know are coming. 12 minutes. We've got Scorn. We've got Stalker 2. Tunic has got to be shown at some point. That's got to be ready to come out. And Tunic's a big one for a lot of people. So you've got all of that built in there with the third-party deals. And we know for a fact we're going to get some surprises. And then, of course, Mav, we both know, I think everybody here knows that if they come up with a big surprise, a huge one.
I know where you're going.
I know you just said.
Oh, dude, don't even go there, man. Come on.
If they do, okay, if they do what some of us have gut feelings think that they might do, and they've cut a deal to bring back something, an IP like Splinter Cell, and they land it on that E3 stage, it's over with. All right. That again, I would be dropping all the bombs that I have. I don't think they're going to do that. I think Phil and his team are going to be smart about it. I think they're going to have some more showcases. Again, don't forget we got Summer of Game Fest too. And there's supposed to be some new stuff shown there, world premieres. So we don't know what they're going to drop there. And then I think they probably are going to line up a couple more throughout the year. They've got so much content right now. They have to give these games spotlights. They have to start doing shows like Nintendo Directs or State of Plays, these smaller ones where they can highlight 1 to 2, maybe 3 games that are coming out soon. They have to start doing that as well. So I think they're going to probably hold back a little bit here. But again, I'm going to be happy no matter what. I'm coming in hyped. I'm not going to temper my expectations. Again, it's up to Microsoft and Xbox not to trip up. I don't think they possibly can trip up when you have Halo and Starfield on the docket. I think that's impossible. Again, we'll see, but I think it's impossible, and I'm going to be happy no matter what we come out of with this, because we all know the content's coming. What I'm talking about when I'm saying if I was Phil, I'd be dropping all the bombs, it's for the masses that I'd be doing it for. The hardcore know. Right. The people who watch this industry know how much content they've got in their back pocket. We all know that they have got all these studios, but the masses don't all know about it yet. And so I would just blow it away so that the coverage is crazy and that everybody hears about it from, it just basically screaming it from the top of the mountains. Hey, this is what we've got. Come to Xbox. I know it's hard to find an Xbox right now, but it's worth it. Get over here however you can get in our ecosystem. That's what I would be doing.
It's like they have to go above and beyond what anybody else has to do to win over the mind share back from people, right? Right. Which was so crazy because at the 2 years before going into the Xbox One generation, they were had everybody. It was everybody was 360 is amazing. 360 is amazing. It's the best thing. And then it's just Kinect. And then TV,
we
got
a system for you.
Stuff, all that stuff just derailed all that momentum so much. And then now they gotta over deliver to win some people back, and the people that are paying attention really get it, right? Lupa, I know you chimed in a little bit here and there. Do you have one thing that you want to see just from Xbox?
I have a pie in the sky.
What's that?
Completely out of the box.
He knows too much.
Obviously, Fable. I'd love to see Fable. It's my heart. But other than that, lots and lots and lots. Just throw it at me. Give it to all of it to me, baby.
Yeah, heck yeah. For me, I just want to see a couple of games that you show us really good, solid, high level gameplay.
Bring it at me, Psycho.
That's amazing, right? And then I want to see more new game announcements. Just give me those new game announcements for people to look forward to, and then that we can just add to the list of what we know is coming. That's just going to blow everybody's mind. That's always gets me the most excited. Real quick, I got a super chat from Boogie Man. Thank you again, Boogie Man, $5 super chat. He says how dope would it be if Pete Hines came out at the end and was like, oh, and there's additional 90-minute aftercast type thing with more reveals. Hey, Boogie, that would be
I'm all
pretty
for
dope.
it. I'm all for it, Boogie. Let's do it. I definitely think that we're going to see a lot more gameplay this year than we have in the past.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be a good thing. I think they're really going to shoot us up with
lots
the
of gameplay.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I definitely see a couple shadow drops. Shadow dropping Halo Infinite Beta, shadow dropping Psychonauts 2, possibly giving us a release date with Stalker 2, giving us a release date on the, what is that, Chevros, that airplane game that they
Flight
announced.
Simulator's definitely hitting.
And Flight Sim is this summer, so they could probably shadow drop that. So there's
Among Us.
lot.
Yeah,
Among Us.
That's a good one, Kaitlin.
Dead game.
Fall Guys. So there's, those games could be probably maybe at the summer event with Jeff Keighley. Among Us, Fall Guys, something like that. Maybe the indie games would be at that showcase event, getting us ready for the juggernaut that is E3.
Yes, the indie gamer says chorus. Yes,
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to see more chorus. I
Chorus,
keep
yes.
forgetting about that too.
Chorus.
Thank you, Indie.
Yeah,
Chorus
a lot of
plus-
people forget
plus
about that
Fire
game.
X. Scorn.
Have
wanna
you
see.
pre-downloaded the Chris Tales pod?
Yes, absolutely. You know it.
I'm
You know how
I'm-
long I've been waiting for Chris
I know.
Tales.
I'm gonna have a look at it because it's easy.
Oh,
So I'm gonna have a look. See
Such a
if I
beautiful
agree with
game. I
you.
cannot wait. Oh God.
So something happens around this time of year every year, right? Where we get all excited about E3 and we're looking forward to all this like announcements and all these future things. And then you have these games come out like kind of in this last month, and they kind of like, not that they don't get played, but they kind of get overlooked with the attention that they normally get because everybody's just talking about future stuff, right? So like I wanted to like say like, hey, let's talk about a little bit of stuff that we've been playing actually, to give a shout out to like some of these awesome games that have been dropping recently. I know, babe, you're like absolutely in love with Knockout City.
I am. It's so freaking fun.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that
That's
game's
all I
kinda
want to
just-
play right now.
I wonder if
I
it's
can see
like
you getting the deluxe edition. I'm waiting for you to get that.
I probably will.
I have a feeling we'll be dropping
Definitely.
money on like customization stuff on that game, right?
Yes.
It's in Game Pass. We didn't have to pay for it,
Well,
Nope.
more maps. Get some more maps.
Yeah, I want more
Love it.
maps. I want more customization. Yeah, I want like more modes, maybe different balls.
Oh, that's a good
Different
thought.
balls.
Different balls.
You know,
Should be happy with
Yeah.
the balls you have, Kate.
I just want all the balls.
All the balls.
Oh,
Not the
yeah.
mind ball though.
Yeah.
Um,
The mind balls
yeah.
explode in your face. So those.
You just have to
I
hang
have
on
a-
to you hear the beeps and then lob it at somebody. They got no chance.
those are actually my least favorite
Yeah,
because
that's what I
like
mean. No mind ball.
it explodes in my hand before I can like get it off.
Get it off.
Why do we always wind up here every show?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
is there a
don't
better way I can
know.
say that?
No, not really.
No, it's you're holding it. It's a ticking time bomb. You don't know when it's going to explode.
And then it just like I get nervous that it's just gonna happen at any moment.
The first time I had some of them, I was like blowing up every 2 minutes.
So
and
I
kept
just have
thinking,
to
"What the
like
hell?"
I have to let go and then it explodes.
You write this stuff down. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
It's all up here.
Has anybody else been playing Knockout City? I know me and Psychonauts have.
Yeah. I wanted to see an explosive sticky ball.
Ooh.
Like Halo, huh?
That's a good idea.
Crossover.
A crossover.
Crossover.
That would be a great
Hey,
crossover.
dude. You know what? Fortnite, when it launched, it didn't have any crossover stuff, right?
Right.
It got to an ultra popular level, and then all of a sudden you see like Marvel and Star Wars, and now like Kratos and
NBA,
Master
NFL.
Chief, NBA, yeah,
Yep.
NFL. There's like
Halo,
everything is in Fortnite. If this
I
game
just had to
gets
buy Beast Boy. for the
popular
kid.
enough, you could see that, Kid, you've been playing Knockout City. I remember you mentioned it before a little bit.
Yeah. I played. I've been playing with some of my playing Xbox mates. We did a couple games. It's there's some sweaties on there already, but
Yeah.
Big sweaties.
I've had a couple games, but I've had games where I just got embarrassingly beaten. But my least favorite mode is the cage ball mode. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I found a lot of the time myself very, very useless Because once you get in, it's a wrap. But the mine balls or the bombs you guys were talking about, I actually enjoy that if you time it right. You don't. I feel like you don't get like the biggest like warning of when it goes. So once I get it and just see, I just toss it, and then sometimes I randomly toss it, and somebody just happened to run out at the right time, and it gets the job done. And I like the multi balls where you get like 3.
That's my favorite.
Shots. Yes. And I'm trying to master the catching ability. Like it's just like parrying in video games, but like I caught like probably one of like my greatest combos where they were like throwing the balls and I was just catching it. It was like whoever misses, it's a wrap for the first time. So we were in this like catch entanglement. Poor word choice, but entanglement for like maybe a good minute before like I got it off, and it was a multi-ball and just hit him with all 3 balls knocked out. And I got, because they give you like credit for like I always associate everything with like kills and stuff like that. Well, knockout. I got like a triple knockout. I want to say triple kill, but like
same thing.
Triple knockout. It's rare. It is really fun. I can see the popularity in this game growing. It was a nice gem in Game Pass. I didn't think I would. I didn't know what it was, so I downloaded it, played it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. It's polished for what it is. That's for sure. It's really
I wish
polished.
they let you customize.
You would know, Pong, if you joined us all and played.
I have played with you, Lupa. If you forget.
Haven't.
Yes,
I don't think Lupa was there.
Yeah, she was.
Lupa was there. Oh, that's right. So Lupa, you weren't there. What were you doing?
Once.
On the washer. On the washer
you listen
again.
here, Long Tom. If I want to be on my washer, I'll sit on my washer. But actually, the dryer's
better.
The dryer's where it's at.
Okay.
Warm.
Do you go to like
warm.
both? Do you go to both cycles? Like you collect the clothes. You know, it's like you start with one and move over to the other.
Yeah. I go with the flow.
Right.
You gotta wash first, then dry.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Mav.
Yeah.
Read Eternal Shaddai's.
Eternal's got the great. He's got the great.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a good one.
This one's been around for a long time too.
So. How about you want to read this one, baby?
I don't have it up right now.
Okay, I'll read it.
Sorry.
Eternal Shaddai with the $20 super chat. Thank you, sir, for the amazing support. Appreciate it, dude. And he says, we heard sword clashing, magic chanting, and a familiar remixed music. Lights off, and the screen says, Lost Odyssey 2. Phil comes out and says, we heard you and we listened. Exclusive to Xbox. Oh yeah, Mistwalker joins the Xbox family. Hey. Dude, that would explode my brain, and I would probably fall over backwards, and I would miss out on the game because I would. That would be insane.
Lost Odyssey could be the most underappreciated RPG in the history of RPGs.
Yeah.
It literally could be.
Yeah.
It should be considered one of the greats of all time. It is that good.
Yeah.
Is it like the last epic great, like high budget AAA? Turn-based traditional JRPG like that, you know what I mean? Like, because Final Fantasy at that point had already moved on to pure to more action, right? Where Lost Odyssey was turn-based, and I think Blue Dragon was also that, right? Like from the same guys. It's just like, hey, let's get back to having variety. Here's another thing, right? Game Pass, like. You don't have to worry about casting as big of a net to like catch as many people and worry about mass appeal as much as you're looking to target like bringing in individual audiences. So JRPGs, traditional JRPGs that like, people, a certain segment of people are going to be like interested in, you can get those people in. So you can like target lots of variety, right? So there's more potential for games like this to be made with services like Game Pass because you have those JRPG fans. I have hopes for RTS coming back to console. I have hope for JRPGs being more traditional from like the old days. Have bigger budget versions. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake was like a decent example. Like they can be done. All right. So Josh, I wanted your take on Knockout City right now, but for a reason. And now, this game feels a little Nintendo-ish to me. Now, the reason I say that is because it's like a little bit of Splatoon vibes, right? you're not killing anybody, you're not eliminating anybody. So there's a wide audience of people that like are always put off with shooters. You know what I mean? So this gives you that multiplayer competition style game that it feels like you're playing a shooter in a way, but it's completely family friendly, innocent, 100%, right? So like I think this game has like a massive potential. Have you tried it at all yet?
I have not played it yet. I love hearing so many people talk so positively about it. There was that Melee battle royale or whatever, Ninjala, right? That did not seem to do very well. I kind of anticipated this one being just a little bit of like a flash in the pan, but it sounds like it's going to actually have a long tail, and I can't help but download it now and check it out. So unfortunately, I haven't been playing it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, come check it out with us, dude. Sometime. We've been playing quite a bit of it this past week. So there's another game I wanted to get to real quick that I know a couple of you guys have been playing, and that's Wild at Heart. So I know Lady's been like really into this. I know Sakonas has been really into this game, and it's one of those that like was one of those indie games that's shown off before, like at the indie game showcase, and then a lot of people were excited about it and it released, and now nobody's really talking about it. You know what I mean? And it looks really good. I haven't had a chance to play it, but with E3 on the horizon, like it could be getting overlooked. So tell us, Lady, a little bit about Wild at Heart and why you're excited about that.
You know, I love hand-drawn games. When those like kind of pop up on streams and stuff like that, especially in indie showcases, kind of like Cozy Grove. That's another one that's just super pretty, really well done. So I saw this one and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I saw it was coming to Game Pass, and of course I was like, that's even better. And when you look at it, and from a Nintendo fan, it has
the big old jump.
Pong.
Pong, we love your doggy.
I'm not jumping anywhere. No. They pulled elements from Pikmin, so it plays like Pikmin and it plays like Luigi's Mansion. So those two games together just kind of weave into this story, and it's very kind of story driven, and it has a great kind of like a dark story behind it, so that's even better. But no, it's good though. I like it. I mean, if you like those types of games, Josh, he's played Pikmin, I'm sure of it, and he's played Luigi's Mansion, and just the way that they did it and kind of made this game, it's well done. But like I'm near the end now, and I'm getting a lot of kind of glitchy stuff happening. So.
Oh, really?
It's a thing that's happening for me. I don't know if it's happening for Psycho, but like I've had it happen a few times now.
There's like crashes or like just weird things happening?
Oh, like weird, like it's weird things that are happening. Like I'll have too many spritlings, like more than I'm allowed to have. Like all of a sudden I have like 100 of them, but it only shows I have like 40 of them. I'm like, okay. So I'm just able to do stuff in the game I shouldn't be able to do. And then like I got stuck under the map in one thing, and all of my saves were underneath the map. Like I went back to all of my back saves and I was all stuck underneath the map, and I was like, oh no. And I had to like find an enemy above me that could kill me, and then I respawned. But I mean,
oh, that's weird.
Shit happens, I guess. I'm actually trying to write a review on it, so I have been doing that. That's why I've been so absent. I've been trying to play this game and write for the first time. So
where are you gonna release the review?
Nowhere. I'm gonna try to put it in to be a contributor on, like, as a sample of writing.
Oh, that's
that,
awesome.
and then I have like an opinion piece that I'm writing. So
good luck with that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Psycho, you got any thoughts on Wild at Heart that you've been playing?
No, I like Lady hit it on the head. I mean, the game's great. The hand-drawn aspect of how it looks is fantastic, and it just I like the light and dark aspect of it, where like if you travel at night, you have like this what is like a not goblin, but like a mist that comes and tries to kill you and takes your.
It's called the Nether.
Yeah, that tries to take your little sprites, and so like you have to go back to a camp, or somewhere where there's like lights where it's safe to be in.
Yeah,
and
you
then
have to carry
either
lights with you, and yeah.
Yeah. So you can sleep it off, and so there's a lot of different elements in the game, and you definitely have to use like fire sprites to go after like the fire element. So there's a lot of different things that's going on with the game. It's really good. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. And I would love to read your review once you have it done. And
I will. I'll let you see. I'll send you the intro. That's what I've gotten done so far.
Right on. No,
I've
it's a great game.
downloaded it, waiting to play it.
It's a good one. Like, I mean, a lot of those like indie games on Game Pass are sleepers. I mean, Psycho, we both love Spiritfarer. Like, that's another one that was fucking fantastic. Like, I mean, that got my indie of the year last year. That was fucking
another day one Game Pass game too. Like these things are launching day one, right? Like, so if you're curious about it, you know, there's not like that level of entry that you have to worry about. You know what I mean? It can do wonders for those studios too. Like this game gets successful, then they have potential to get a sequel done, right? Because they have captured an audience, right? So like, that's amazing that these games are hitting like that.
Yep.
Anybody have?
What I'm looking forward to is the Little Witch in the Woods. So
Little Witch,
I'm excited for that one.
That one.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else have one they want to shout out real quick before we move on? Because I want to get into also FarCry 6 and Dead Rising, Dying Light 2 as well.
I'm playing Biomutant.
Biomutant, okay.
Biomutant.
Yeah.
I will.
We shouting out Game Pass games?
Whatever you want. The point of this right now is I wanted to just like, there's a lot of stuff getting overlooked right now.
Oh yeah.
Just because. So like, just taking a little segment here, just to say, hey, shout out to these games, give them a shot, because nobody's talking about anything but E3 right now. You know,
anybody looking for a mech game, Mech Warrior 5 Mercs is right up your alley. I mean, again, if you like old school style, it's a AA. It's not a AAA. It's not gonna blow your socks off in any way, shape, or form. But we haven't had a true mech game on console for a long time, and for a mech lover like me, it is awesome. Absolutely love it. It is the more sim version. This is not the arcadey Mech Assault, which is the sister to Mech Warrior. The you know, whatever, they kind of broke off and kind of did a separate type of game, and Mech Assault was definitely more arcadey. This is more your Sims, so it's a little bit slower going. A lot of strategy involved. You gotta, you know, your loadouts matter in this game more than ever, so you really got to pick the appropriate weapons and that kind of stuff. You got to earn money. There's time involved for fixing up your mech and all that good stuff. So but if anybody looking for a mech game that's been you know, in the past has liked mech games, try out Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. It's on Game Pass, so there's no reason not to try it. It's an awesome game. It really is. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
And you need to try Dragon Quest Builder 2.
Yes.
That's very addictive. Once you start, you can't stop. And it's very good fun. It's like Minecraft cross Dragon Quest, I guess.
Yeah. It's Minecraft meets Dragon Quest. Oh, it's phenomenal. Like there's a lot of people that have been like Infinite. He was saying that he's like, that game has me hooked, and I don't know why, but I freaking love it. And
I don't know why either. It's just you need to keep doing till you get to the next bit. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and then you get to the next bit and you got to go again.
Exactly. And it just keeps you going. It draws you in. It sucks you in. You know, I've been playing that outside of, you know, Biomutant and, you know, Mech Warrior 5 and Wild.
It's all over the Gamer Chat podcast.
Yeah.
Go check it out, Pete.
Yeah, shout out to Psychonauts' new channel. I want to hear also what Josh's thoughts are on Biomutant real quick.
What are your thoughts, Mav? Because you made a face.
Well, okay. I had an interesting stream, okay? When I started Biomutant.
Interesting.
I'll just say, like, the first hour and a half for me was absolute torture and hell. After that, love it. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay, it is a great game, but I just wanted to be a little bit more free to start playing the game, right? So that's all. It was just frustrating. I was getting frustrated. But it's okay. I understand it's an indie game, right?
Two
and
controllers later.
Yeah, it's an indie game, and it's also
indie game.
Yeah, it is. It is a big undertaking they took. It was in the development for a really long time. They put some interesting options that helped me out to tweak it right to the way I liked it. But the prologue for me was rough to get through. Once the game opened, love it, right? It just was too long of that for me. Okay, I'll get your thoughts.
Dude, I'm right there. I played 45 minutes and then we recorded the Xbox Now podcast on Wednesday. And I was like, I don't know if I can recommend this game to anybody after 45 minutes. Like, I need something to pull me in like fast, right? And 45 minutes, and I'm like, okay. And then I jump in, and now I have to learn to swim and all that jazz. And I was like,
I've heard the swimming is horrible.
I was like, what is happening?
That's what made me kind of stop playing.
No.
That's why I dropped it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, like the first hour and a half of it it's pretty linear, and there's a lot of stop, play. But after that, it opens up, and you can traverse throughout the whole land, and and the narration is my one gripe is like that narration is a little bit, but Mab found out you can turn it down, so I turned it down, and it's a lot better now. So it's not as frequent as it was.
Yeah.
I feel like the game has a little bit of an identity crisis because it looks all serious and gritty. And then there's this Elvis dude that's like, and I'm like,
he was amazing.
What is that? But like, it just like, and then to see like the click, click, click on your gun, I was just kind of like, wait a minute. Like, is this supposed to be like,
you can turn that off.
Like,
you can turn it off.
Yeah, you can turn off the comic. It's a comic effect. So like when you run and stop, ammo comes from your feet, and when you run out of ammo, it has the click, click, click from the gun. So it's like, I don't know. They did a lot, like try to do a lot to it. And
they were having fun.
But they also put the thought process into it, to the ability to turn it off if that's not your thing. So they did think, about more about.
There's a lot of options, and I think somebody like said in my chat, like, it was really funny. I can't remember who it was, and he was like, "Oh, they must have known this sucks because they put an option to turn it off." which I had never seen an option in a video game for that specifically, like to turn off to adjust how annoying the narrator is. You know what I mean? You can actually there's a slider, you can take it from 100 to 0, right? Like for the narrator. And it's like, they must have known this was going to be annoying to some people. The only things I had an issue with is like, okay, walk forward 4 steps. Zoom in way over here off to the distance and show me something completely unnecessary because I could completely walk there myself, right? And have a story told that's like a paragraph. Let me come back, walk forward 5 steps because I think I can finally move. Yes, I can move. I can move, and I'm free to roam. I walk forward 5 steps, and it does it again over somewhere else, right? And then it takes another 2 minutes, and it comes back. Okay, is this it? I'm finally free. I can move. I walk forward, and the same thing happens again after another few steps. And that was like, I was losing my shit with that stuff. But once all that was over, I'm enjoying the game because it has amazing combat. The combat is absolutely fantastic in the game to me. I love the character customization, the character design in and of itself. All the tweaking you can do with the type of character you can have, with like all the different like builds you can have with the character, just like the open-endedness once you're free to roam and stuff. There's a lot to love about the game. I just think, for me personally, they're gonna lose a lot of people in that early part because they were a little too handholdy, right? Now, for my taste. So anyway, that's my thought. So. Okay, guys. Hopefully we shot out some games. I got a couple super chats to get to. Caper Grant, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, "Happy Friday, let the games begin." Yes, let the games begin, Caper. And KY Bob with the $10 super chat, he says, "Remember when we seen the Halo Infinite gameplay reveal and on the title screen it said start demo? Perhaps they drop a demo late summer. And when does that D&D game drop?" Dark Alliance, is that what I think?
Dark Alliance.
Yep, Dark Alliance. Yep.
Yeah, maybe they will
late
release
next month, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It is. It's
June something, right?
22nd.
It's late June.
June 22nd.
Yeah.
Nice. So the week after E3.
Yep.
Maybe we'll see some more from that somewhere at the E3 showcase. Maybe some more gameplay or something. Because that's
the devs
also
came out and
hitting
said
day
they're
one
adding
Game Pass.
couch co-op today as well. So they're
Wait,
gonna go patch it. Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna
nice.
patch it and give you couch co-op.
Dude,
Heck
that
yeah,
is
dude.
fantastic.
Yep.
I've been on this fucking hill like these past few months. This is actually what I think I'm gonna write an article on, is how couch co-op is back and it's like here to stay. Like everybody's fucking like on this fucking train of bringing back couch co-op, and I am here for it. I am excited about it.
Well, your prayers have been answered on this one too, because they're gonna
Fantastic.
do it.
How, that's interesting how they're gonna if this is gonna split the screen. You know what I mean? Because like some of these games do like one of two things. They either split the screen
tethered,
or they tether you so that you nobody can leave
tether.
the screen. Right? I hate tether too.
Mhm.
It is the worst. Like, I would rather have a small screen than be tethered to somebody and not be able to go wherever the heck I want. So
Yeah, I like freedom too much. I don't like to be tethered in anything.
So today, guys, we got Far Cry 6 gameplay.
Yes.
Who has seen this? Has everybody seen
Yes, sirree, I seen it.
it? So personally, my mind was blown because I love Far Cry, and seeing this like different environments and like the building with the urban environment as well, like going into like the jungle. So I heard some people say like they weren't blown away by the graphics, but that's okay. Like it is a cross-gen game that's running at 60 frames per second as well, right? And I thought the graphics were really good and all the amazing options and the guns and stuff. Lady, did you have a chance to check out the gameplay?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
So Far Cry is not really one of my top tier game like series type of things. I love Ubi for the most part, but Far Cry has always been like one of the number one like copy paste games for me over the past few entries into the title. Like it's hard for them, I feel like, to get away from what it is, just like with Assassin's Creed. And they tried to get away with it with Assassin's Creed with, Origins and stuff like that, and change the dynamic, and they had so much pushback. So I just don't think they're trying to do that with Far Cry too much. But I mean, it looked good. The storyline and the basis of it isn't really like something that's really intrigued me, like drug cartel kind of thing. Like that's not something super fancy to me, but the gameplay looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. It looks stunning. I don't know if it's gonna be like a day one for me or anything, but it definitely looks fantastic. 5 is my favorite of the series. Like I fucking loved 5. I pre-ordered New Dawn. Huh? I
said the story in 5 is great.
Oh yeah, fantastic. And the fact that it had co-op, even better, like super cool. I pre-ordered New Dawn though, and then I found out that it was basically just like 5, but like different characters and like like everything was pretty much like a reskin. Like, and so I never even played it. I never even powered it on. Like my kid played it, but I never did. I didn't even touch it. And I feel like that's happened with Far Cry in the past. Like, it's just this copy paste kind of thing. But this one looks intriguing, and I know that a lot of people are super excited for it, and that makes me excited for the people who are excited for it. I'm just like about it.
Yeah,
so,
I get it. If you're not excited about a franchise to begin with, and a new version of that franchise is not going to necessarily bring you in. But
the dog looked cute.
Hey Josh, what'd you think? Did you have a chance to check out that gameplay?
I did, yeah. It looked really cool. The thing, one of my co-hosts on one of my other shows, he talks about how Far Cry and Resident Evil have this weird field of view where it's like you don't get to see much of the screen, right? And I was seeing that in 6. I've kind of fallen off with FarCry. Like I remember beating 4, but I beat it where you just sit after he tells you to sit, and then he's like, "All right, you can go." You just don't do anything, and then that was as far as I was like, "Well, I rolled credits, sweet," and you know,
I did the same thing when I beat 4. Like you could have killed the guy, or like you could have not, and I was just like, it's more interesting to see what's gonna happen if I don't, and it's like, damn it, I should have killed the guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of fly off in this helicopter now, you know.
The one thing I will say, the game looks beautiful.
Yeah,
it looks really, really good.
Beautiful.
And the puppy was adorable with his little wheels. Like I thought that was great, and his little growl.
Is it horrible that when they like started walking out to the puppy, I was like, they're about to fucking kill this fucking little dog?
Yeah,
That's my first
that's what I
thought.
thought. No,
like,
don't kill the dog.
I think that dog's gonna play a big role. I think it's gonna like follow you around and go get stuff for you or something and wheel it over.
It causes
Grenades
distractions
bombs
too.
in its
Does
little
it?
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it causes distractions because they show one where the one of the enemy dudes is like calling to the dog and going up to him, and you sneak up behind him and take him out.
Because the dog's so
assassinate
cute.
him. Yeah, exactly.
It's so vicious. Oh, here, go be cute. I'm gonna kill this guy. Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Hey kid, what'd you think, man?
Yeah, I actually got to see the gameplay like I think yesterday or like
it kind of leaked.
The leak
glimpses of it. Yeah.
I was impressed by the gameplay. It looked fun. The gameplay does look pretty good. Visually, I feel like it was hit or miss there. Because respecting it's next gen, so I expect it to be like in a visual upgrade. So I'm not thinking that visually it's not the best game I've seen, but for a gameplay, it definitely looks like an upgrade for FarCry. FarCry usually seems like a slower pace for a first-person shooter, whereas this one kind of seemed like kind of up to par, upbeat. A lot of there's some gimmicks in there that I find cool, like the disc shooter,
the CD shooter,
the CD shooter, the compact disc gun.
We got to do something with all those CDs laying around, right?
The companion option is cool. I'm looking forward to it because, like I said, like Ubisoft has been hitting on all cylinders lately. I've been enjoying some of their latest releases. So Far Cry.
Those discs looked like Cyberpunk discs, didn't they?
Is that where they did? Is that what they did? Oh man!
But they actually played the music, and then you fired them, and the music stopped, and then you reloaded.
Oh, he was playing Macarena.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I hope it plays more than Macarena.
Oh, me too.
Play, like La Vida Loca and Shebang.
No, Ubisoft, they'll make you buy different discs, like real money.
Right.
DLC.
DLC.
You have to go into the record shop
good.
and just choose your CDs for the music you want to play. And
if you want Shakira, it's $2.99.
BTS.
Speaking of
bangs, it's 50 cents.
Yeah.
Did you get a copyright on your video earlier for that?
No, but I know this is going to be a thing with Far Cry now. If I use a disc shooter, right? Like, but I didn't for some reason. I don't know if it's because like
weird.
Macarena is now like a
open to the world,
like a contemporary classic, and then everybody can use the rights. I don't know.
I think because it stopped.
It stopped after like a few seconds,
and
right?
It played. Yeah, because that's how like people that can do like reactions, they have to stop it every so often so they don't get copyright claims.
Right.
At least that's possibly why they did that.
So hopefully that does it. Well, it hopefully does that with every disc now.
Can you imagine some of the songs that you could play whilst killing people and lopping their heads off with a disc?
Oh, yeah. There's so much potential.
Put some Smash Mouth,
I love you.
It would be funny if it was like all like overplayed songs from the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like overplayed stuff that was like just caught the world on fire for like 3 months, and then like everybody hates it for forever, and that's all there is to choose from, right?
It's been really cool back in the OG Xbox days when you could load your music on your hard drive if it recognized it and made the CD out of that music.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah.
You remember ESPN NFL 2K5? You could actually put your music in the game. right? For like when you scored a touchdown, you could take a segment of a clip of your music. I had like We Are the Champions and stuff all in there. Like
that's awesome.
And shout out to KY Bob with the $5 super chat. Thank you again, sir. Amazing. He says he's a huge Far Cry fan. He always has been. Built my very first 64-bit rig for the first Far Cry. I had to take a shower after I seen that gameplay. Yeah, for me too. KY, dude, I am a Far Cry fan back to the original when it was Crytek who made it on the Cry engine, and I have been a Far Cry fan ever since. I haven't been into like as much like the retread ones that come out. Like there was Blood Dragon, and then there was Primal, and then there was New Dawn. I haven't ever really dove deep into those, but the traditional series, like I freaking love. And this just looks like another evolution where they're taking some of the best parts about Far Cry in the past and then bringing it out
Far
to
Cry 3. I think it reminds me heavily influenced by Far Cry 3.
With the villains, man. The villains and the story. Like the story jumped out with this. And I know Pong, you were super excited about one thing. Is your protagonist is a female, because you always like to play as a female,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Anytime that option's available, you know it, brother. You know it. No, I mean, the gameplay itself looks great. I'm a Far Cry fan. I'm just not a day one Far Cry guy. I always wait for the classic, 3-week later Ubi sale where they drop before I pick them up.
Right.
I think the last one I bought day one was Far Cry 3 with Voss. And that was my favorite one. But you know what? Yeah. Far Cry and actually pretty much all the Ubi games, they're, you know what? For me, they are the fast food of video games. I know what I'm always going to get out of them. They're always good. So you know what I saw today, I was like, yep, this looks like Far Cry. With a little splash of spice here and there with some of the different weapons and the alligator pet and the dog pet and whatever else they got thrown in there. But I think it looked good. The backpack rockets looked amazing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So,
Mortar, it was.
Stuff like that. Far Cry is just fun. Yeah, Far Cry is just fun. It's pure fun. Yeah. I always have a good time with them. So, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It may not be day one for me, but you know what? It shows up in Game Pass. I'll be playing it. So, hey, if you're listening.
Well, Ubisoft Plus is going to Game Pass. Who knows?
That too. Yeah, that too. Yeah. We could get that announcement.
They really stepped it up with the vehicles, right? Like, because you got a full-blown tank, attack helicopters now, right? It's like going to another level with chaos in this one. Yeah, horse. I wonder if you could strap rockets to the side of the horse. You know what I mean? Lupa, you were mentioning you were really looking forward to Far Cry earlier. What'd you think?
I think it's going to be typical Far Cry. I like it. I love the rocket in your backpack and maybe other things in your backpack. And also, gotta have them in your backpack. And I just love the fact that it's a woman for a change. And I don't know if it'll be day one for me. It depends what else I see about it. But typically, I think, as I've said all along, Ubisoft is coming to Game Pass. Whether this will be there, I don't know, because I don't know if it's going to be brand new games day and date, but we'll see.
Does it have a release date?
Looking forward to it.
Was there a release date?
October 7th.
Yeah, October.
Yeah, October 7th.
Oh, that's a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely not day one for me.
No.
Yeah.
It is definitely a bad time. Because, I don't think there's going to be an Assassin's Creed this year, though, lady.
No, there's not.
No. But there's going to be Halo in November.
Back for Blood in October.
Back for Blood. So I
think that's the same release date, right? Back for Blood is the 7th as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, guys.
Have you all seen Mav, the Unreal Engine early access trailer?
October 12th is Back for Blood.
Okay, thank you.
Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5 looks insane. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I can say anything. Never mind. I've heard some amazing things about it. So far, absolutely awesome. Incredible stuff. That it could, from what I hear from somebody that has been working on it and kind of testing things out, it is going to maybe change the future of gaming and what we think of is possible.
Absolutely.
Right?
Also from somebody who's told me all about it. I just know it's going to change gaming completely.
Yeah.
It is awesome with the nanos and oh my gosh.
Yeah, it could. I mean, because it's loading in freaking 1080p assets and upscaling it to 4K resolution.
Just like that.
There's no hit on your hardware. So yeah, of course, developers are going to utilize that. You're going to see that more often. So you're going to get a high visual game with low cost, low resources. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
But Psychonauts, what are you talking about, man? I thought the Unreal Engine 5 could only be played on PlayStation consoles, man.
I knew you were gonna hit that.
Yeah.
Some silly fanboys believe that crap.
Yeah.
That's the power of marketing deals, you know?
Yeah.
That's the power of marketing deals, right?
Too right.
Gosh, it's almost fanboy season. Fuck.
It's
been a rough year already.
It's always fanboy
season. I know, but it's about to like just ramp up. Like,
we have to get in our caves, lady.
Start muting everybody now.
Yeah. Get in our bunkers and buckle down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's a coming.
Gosh. I just have such a hard time not engaging sometimes.
Yeah.
I remind myself, don't engage.
Bite your tongue.
I scroll.
Just bite your tongue and sit there and fume.
Yeah.
We know. I know somebody here likes to engage in that kind of stuff a little bit.
Yeah, I do too. He's up in the top
I
right
see him
corner.
smirking in the top right corner of my screen right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Kids.
No,
it's the kids move because he's the only one I don't know.
It's
Caitlin? It's talking about Kaitlin.
Right?
Caitlin's Kaitlin is horrible. She has like that alt account, you know. She's like, holy shit, Kaitlin, settle down.
No, I think he sits above her, and he does love engaging in that old crap.
Yeah,
I can't tell who it is.
The only
Never
problem,
ending. It's me.
It's you.
Hey, kid, but it's not that hard to engage them either. That's the thing.
Are you a passionate gamer, kid?
I would say I'm passionate in everything I'm involved
He's
in.
passionate about everything. The slightest little blink on Twitter and Kid Smooth's in there. Woof!
Yeah.
Well, and I think, oh, Kid Smooth, please stop it. Don't do it.
When I was watching Kid play Returnal the other day, and I got like a glimpse into like the passion that he actually has, right? I can just tell he's like a super passionate individual, period, right? Because he was playing Returnal and he got like cheesed by some like big monster thing that spawned right behind him out of nowhere, and he had this reaction that was just like classic, and he's like, no, you know, he's like screaming, and I was like, oh man, I feel so bad for this dude. I could like feel it, the anger like just coming through your pores, man. And it was just classic, dude. So I could tell you're just like a passionate person, period. So that comes out, and that's why you also have a lot of followers. You have a lot of people that watch your content, man. So that ain't a bad thing.
I don't like to lose, especially in video games. So.
Yeah. I don't like to lose either. I will stand with you there. I am not a loser. I am also semi-passionate about things sometimes.
Yeah. Kate's
I
really
love to
passionate
lose
as well. She gets a little bit of that.
Josh,
You love to lose, Josh?
He loves lose.
I'm always at the
Kate,
top of
a
the
little?
list. I'm on the bottom of every game we play. I lose permanently. Just good. I'm a good-hearted soul. I can take it.
But you like it at the bottom.
Well, so everybody thinks to think.
Psycho.
I used to be kind of like that, like back in the day. No, wait, not like that. I like passionate about.
You fell right into that, man.
Oh,
brother.
Man. That's a classic.
Hey, don't clip that, guys.
Clip that.
Please, no.
3-bit, clip that.
If you do 3-bit, I'm gonna get you back. All right.
It's gonna clip it.
Oh my gosh.
So, hey, FarCry wasn't the only reveal we got. We also got a reveal of Dying Light 2, which astounded a lot of people's. Here's one thing. I think it kind of maybe hurt some of these games being right with the Horizon reveal, right? Like at the same time, because people were so
Guerrilla knows what
mind
they're
blown
doing
with that, right? So that's like, okay, everybody's comparing, you know what I mean? But these are like completely different kinds of games that they really, you can't compare apples to apples or apples to oranges and stuff. So like for me, like Dying Light 2 was like amazing, and so was FarCry, right? Like who had a chance to check out Dying Light 2?
Wasn't Horizon running on PC?
Yeah.
I thought so.
No, they said PS5.
They said PS5. Yeah, they said PS5.
I'm trolling. Come on.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah.
just troll in peace? Shut
So
up.
was that UE5 demo.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I didn't mean to say
No.
that. I didn't mean to say that. I
No,
apologize.
you bloody better not have.
Which one? All of them, probably. Actually, well, you know what? The gameplay we saw last week with the other UE5 demo when they actually released the tool sets to people and stuff.
Yeah.
That was they had Xbox Series X gameplay, and I think they had PS5 gameplay as well, which was like that was pretty impressive. And guess what? They didn't look any different. So let's see. Dying Light 2.
It's something we've been waiting for a long time, right? I mean, they announced Dying Light 2 how long ago?
It feels like
4 years?
4 years.
4 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah, 17. I think so.
Was when they announced it, because the original came out in 2014, the week of Valentine's Day, because I bought it for myself for Valentine's Day, so I remember when it came out. It was an amazing game, and then they announced it, and then they said that it was going to come out like the following year. I think they were like, oh, release date sometime 2018 or some shit like that. And then it just kept getting pushed to the back burner. And like, I think that a lot of us kept seeing them working on putting out DLC and side content for the first Dying Light. And like, at least if you were in my mind, I'm like, okay, stop focusing on that. Please just put more focus on Dying Light 2 and give us something. So it was exciting to finally get more of a glimpse at what we saw. I want to say it was 4 fucking years ago, like 4 E3s ago, right? That first like trailer with like the parkour and the roofs and the so it was just nice to see it, and it looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. The new things that they're bringing to the franchise looks great. I already have a fucking really hard time playing that game at dark, and now they're saying it's gonna be even worse. So I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna need a buddy. So I can't play those kinds of games without people. Like, even if they're in party chat, like I'm having such a hard time playing Resident Evil, even it's not even that scary. I'm like, can somebody just hang out in party chat with me?
Was there a release date for Dying Light 2 as well?
Yeah, December 7th.
December 7th.
Really late.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they announced the collector's edition. I don't know if you guys saw that. But
Yes.
So pretty like subpar. Like, I mean, in my mind, collector's edition, yes, it has the statue. I mean, but like, I was like, oh, this is going to be a pretty cheap one. I'm like, this is going to be something that I'm going to buy my kid for Christmas, because it's his favorite game. Dying Light's his favorite game. And I was like, oh, this might be one that's affordable again, because lately they've been like $200, and they used to be like 130 to 150, sometimes even like $100. That's what you would get a collector's edition for. And after Fallout 4, I told myself I would never buy one again, because fuck that Pit-Boy. I was like, oh, I'll buy this one, and then I fucking found out it was $250, and I about shit myself, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That is the most expensive. I guess it's not the most expensive one, because how much was the Mass Effect helmet?
Was it 2?
Something.
Was it $199?
Something. It didn't even come with the game. So and we're in like this weird era of like super expensive collector's editions. I don't like it.
And a lot of them don't even. Oh, hold on, guys! Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
Rebit.
What?
It's
what? We'll see shortly, my friend.
He said his meeting was almost over a minute ago.
Whatever. He's done playing games, is what he's done.
At least he does.
It's the Brady Bunch.
Pong.
It says Art Academy. That's so cute.
Oh, I know. Look at Art Academy.
Hey, what's up,
He's
Art
gonna
Academy?
teach us some art.
Sorry, it's my work.
Yeah. Hey, what are you gonna teach us
Art
today?
Academy.
We missed you, man. How's it going, dude?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not
See you,
bad.
brother.
Good.
Thanks for hopping in here, man.
Hey,
Missed you, dude.
Yeah, just
You're
got out
pulling
of
a me,
the
surprising people.
Yeah. Wait, somebody in the chat was just asking about you.
Yeah, Soul Stars was just asking about you.
Hi,
Soul Star. Who's that?
Soul Star in the chat.
Soul Stars.
And you magically appeared like a
Mars
gift.
is in the chat.
He clicked his heels 3 times, and I heard his calling.
I don't see Mars.
All right, guys.
Soul Star.
Soul Star.
Soul Stars.
Calm down.
All right.
Psycho.
I'm hard of hearing.
We were just talking about Dying Light 2 3-bit.
Oh, I love that game, even though it's not out yet.
Well, here's what I was thinking, dude, is like, because you convinced me and Kate, like I had to rebuy the game because I had it on disc back in the day, right? So I had to rebuy the game. Kate, we got it, and you convinced us to play it, and then your internet sucks and is weird and won't let you play with us. Yeah. So maybe this will be a chance we can play together, Dying Light 2.
I hope so. Yeah. I from what I've seen out of the gameplay, just kind of what they showed last year with basically the different mechanics are in this game is amazing. Like how they're pretty much just taking the first game and amping it up. I'm really excited for. I love the first Dying Light game. And yeah, the settlements and how the game changes over time. I don't know if you guys like saw the in-depth moments of like what changes within the city and how that actually changes like how you interact with it. I'm really excited for. So it looks like a good time.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, hey, real quick, but both of our amazing guests have to get the heck out of here, guys. So they had a 2-hour mark. So I want to go ahead and let them do their outros, and then we can just finish up a little bit about Dying Light. So we'll start with Josh real quick. Dude, thank you for joining us. If you have something real quick you want to say about Dying Light 2, go ahead and hit that out. And also tell everybody where they can find you, man.
I'm totally new to Dying Light, so just watching the trailer tonight before we went live, I was like, wow, this looks pretty rad, honestly. Like, yeah. It was very impressive. So you guys can find me everywhere. I'm N64 Josh, literally everywhere, including Farmers Only. And I'm also hosting the Xbox Now
Farmers Only
podcast, the Nintendo
FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah, Farmers Only. Yeah, and MySpace, all the places. So, but yeah, I host a lot of podcasts. Xbox Now, Nintendo Powercast, Press Pause is another show we do. There's a lot of them. So thank you for the invite. Like, I love you guys. Thank you so much. So
I love you.
Hey,
Josh and I go so far back. He's like literally one of the most inspirational people in my life. He also has a book, and I'm gonna throw it out for him because I read this book and it fucking inspired so much inside of me. So you should go to his fucking Twitter and look at the book and buy the book and read it. It's about like content creation, just putting yourself out there and getting over the hurdles that a lot of us online struggle with, social media and all of that. It's great. He's super, super inspirational. So everybody should follow him. And all that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to cry.
No, I've enjoyed getting to know Josh a little bit over the last like month or so, maybe. And awesome dude. Check out Xbox Now, everybody, and also his Nintendo stuff. The links are in the description.
You guys can get the book for free by going to n64josh.com/audible if you want to just listen to it. I did the audio as well. So
nice, man.
If you're not an Audible subscriber, it's free. If you have subscribed, I think it's $5. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys later.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Appreciate you.
Bye.
And then also we have other amazing guest who is bailing on us. No, I'm just kidding. other amazing guests who I understand we go long here sometimes, guys, so but thanks Kid for joining us, dude. If you have something real quick to say about Dying Light 2, go ahead and hit that up, and then also make sure everybody knows where they can find you, and also your descriptions are your links are in the description below, man.
No, sorry, it's by that time I gotta put the kids to bed and my background's getting super noisy. I don't want to run a podcast.
Oh, you're great, dude.
Dying Light 2, like I said, it looks amazing. I'm looking forward to it. It's just the release date, December. I'm not in a rush to get to December.
Yeah.
That's why something about December releases just kind of just like, why so long? Like if you said October, I would have been fine, even though it's just as equally as long. But man, yeah, thanks for having me. Shout out to 3-Bit. I think it's the first time being in the cast with you, so I'm so happy you were able to make it some way somehow. I'm sorry I gotta go.
Good
but,
to see you, man. Yeah, no problem.
good. Nice to meet you and the entire cast. You got an awesome cast. So shout out to Kaitlin, Lady. I think I see you on Twitter a lot. I don't know. I see a lot, but I didn't realize it was you, the same person on the podcast. So shout out to you, Psychonauts, because you got an awesome name. Pong Soul, awesome. Mav, keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing something great here. Assassin, Lupa, and of course, like I said 3-Bit. But appreciate you guys having me. It's been a great time, and I hope to return with where I can stick around for the entire show, and hopefully I can have some of you guys on one of my shows. I do Planet Xbox podcast on Wednesdays at like 8:30ish, and I do Let's Talk Games podcast, which is more multi-platform focus on like Fridays at like any random time that I can do it. And I occasionally stream games as a challenge that I usually don't want to play. Any challenge that I'm doing is not a game I actually want to play. So just
are you 8:30 Eastern?
8:30 Eastern, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
How's Returnal going before you go? Yeah, are you gonna win?
Oh,
yeah. Am I gonna win? I don't know if I'm gonna win. If I get past where I'm at in tomorrow's stream, I'll probably feel better about myself. But if not, it's kind of a done deal. But.
And hey, I'll say this though, man, the content, regardless of you playing that game and the interaction you're getting from this huge chat and everything, regardless if you actually beat the challenge or not, you've already won, right? Because I see all the trolls in there messing with you while you're playing, and it's just like, hey, you already won, right? So keep it up, dude. Great content, and thanks for joining us, man.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Smooth. Appreciate it.
Smooth.
Yeah.
And then there was the Magnificent Seven.
And then there was the
Stranded.
We need music. Yeah.
Stranded in the West by
one.
ourselves. No, that's.
I was gonna go. Yeah.
It was cool. Josh and Smooth are awesome guys, so we just greatly appreciate them.
Yeah.
Real quick, also,
awesome.
Gaming Forte, another awesome guy. $2 super chat. Shout out to you, man. He says, "What up, panel? Great conversations. Love the show. Love your content as well, Forte. Love catching you on podcasts and all that kind of stuff. And hey, shoot me a discount on a PS5. I'm just kidding. I need to get one. I'm ready to pull the trigger, guys. I'm officially ready to get one.
They were live the other day.
I tried. I had one in my cart, and this error kept popping up that said not deliverable to my address. It was the most ridiculous thing.
I was like calling Mav. I'm like, Mav,
they do that to
this.
make you believe and then drop you in the shit.
Yeah.
Just
I'm still
forward me
holding
the
out
money.
hope for the digital. I don't know why. I'm just like, I have faith that I'm gonna get the digital before Horizon drops. Like that's all I really
those
care
exist,
about.
lady.
Yeah,
I
those
want the
digitals.
digital too.
No, fucking what's his name
off.
just got one.
Yeah, they're not gonna be made after this revision.
Backlog pack.
I could pick up. I picked
no
up the
backlog.
Series S beginning of the week.
Mo's
but I can't
co-host.
Find a digital PS.
I almost bought another Xbox instead yesterday because they were available on GameStop with Xbox All Access. Psychonauts told me, and I was just like, do I need another one?
Yeah. I know.
Why
I was
didn't
like,
you?
Why didn't you? I won't say. My wife just like laid down the law and said, no, you don't need it. That's what happened. He said you're gonna get a PS5.
Didn't want to get hit again.
I want one. It was Jordan, by the way. Jordan from the Backlog Pack. He went to fucking Best Buy the other day and just walked out with a digital PlayStation. Went in to buy a cord and walked out with a digital PlayStation. Like he was like, oh, they just had one. I was like, what the fuck? It's like a unicorn.
That's
I
usually
don't know
how
how
it
people
works.
keep doing that.
Well, he just walked into a store and got one.
He went in to get something at Best Buy and they just had one, and he was like, oh, I went in and they just had this PlayStation, so I picked it up, like not even thinking anything about it. And then like he posted it on Twitter, and I was like, Jordan, like you just fucking found a digital PlayStation in the fucking wild. Like you should go buy a lottery ticket. He's like, oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mav, just forward me the money and I'll get one for you.
Okay,
we already have 3. We have 2 X's and an S.
I know, but like I have more rooms in the house, so I don't know. Like, I wanted
There's
another
games
Xbox.
that are gonna need to be played, Kate.
Yeah. Well,
okay, I would understand if it's like the Halo edition math. Okay,
So actually, that entered my mind as well, because I'm like, if they do announce like a Halo Xbox Series X,
You're gonna want it.
no way in hell I am not going to try my hardest not to
My
get that
hardest to get it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll do what we did during like pre-order launch day when we like we had like 2 computers open. I had like 5 tabs open, just like, you know, trying. Anybody got any other thoughts on Dying Light 2 though?
I've never played Dying Light.
No?
Yeah.
So I watched trailer, and I'm thinking I might like it with friends.
Yeah. Trailer looked good. So.
Oh, it looks simply fantastic. Again,
mean,
they've updated everything. So
yeah.
Games
are in such an amazing
place.
place.
People, that's like, ugh.
Like, Lupa.
But like, I do like horror games, but I don't know, zombie things are getting me down a bit. But like, I got a bit bored of them. But it's still fun to play. But
It's such a great story. I think they do such a great job at like this open world, like story type game. So it brings that all in, kind of like Dead Island, but without like the co-op. And Dead Island's controls are a little janky. I mean, we can all like agree that it's a little janky. Dying Light was just so well done for its time. I mean, it was kind of ahead of the curve, I think, for when it came out. It was like super impressive. And yeah, I was fine until it was nighttime. But like, it's a lot of parkour. So like, you could stay away from the zombies and just jump everywhere. And that was part of the fun, like just being like, oh, I'm not even gonna get fucking up close and personal with it. It was like Assassin's Creed zombies, but parkour.
I like how it kind of doesn't force you to fight. Like, you can fight, and there's like trees for that, but it also encourages you to just run.
And this one, number 2, with the whole nighttime thing now, where they have the zombies come out and you can actually raid their daylight hiding spots, and there's gonna be a ton of loot in there. That makes it really, really interesting.
Makes it scary.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like go into these places like.
God, what was the mannequin's name in that?
Oh God.
Oh yeah,
I Am Legend
was cool.
Steve.
Yeah.
Was it
Steve or Jerry or something like that. That's just what I imagined, was like freaking throwing a
It was a
mannequin inside their fucking.
Just give him a name.
But yeah, the engine that Techland has too, I think it's called just the C engine. That thing is amazing. That's why I still would not mind Xbox picking up Techland. I think, again, for how many problems we've heard that they've had, and for how many different articles have been written, people have left and everything else, for the way that this game showed the other day, and it sounds like they're going to kind of do a Night City kind of version for Dying Light 2, where they're going to have multiple of these little segments where they show off the game more and more in different aspects of it. For how it showed, that's pretty damn impressive if they've had that much turmoil internally and it's looking this polished already from what they're showing. So and updated, like I said, doubling the number of Parker moves to 3,000 now, different animations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's insane, man. I can't.
I don't remember like there being a lot of animations the first one, but that wasn't something I was paying attention to.
Right,
Like, the way
right.
my guy moved, I wasn't like worried about how
you were too busy
jumping.
running. You were too busy running.
Grab a hold,
Run, motherfucker, run!
Like, what do you mean you didn't grab that?
In your world.
It gets very intense.
Yeah, it does. The nighttime.
Dude, that bridge, like the bridge in the first one, like with all the cars and shit, that fucking area always, like, I was always like, trying to jump on cars. It's like white knuckling the whole time.
I always got stranded at night. That, like, I just got.
It would happen to me.
I get stranded at night all the time, and then it's just like, I get stuck. I don't know what to do. You know, I'm too far away from the hideout.
It's like sitting on top of a roof with a flare.
Yeah, it's just like somebody please come save me.
There was a UV light in the first one too.
Yeah,
right?
there was a UV light and you had flares and UV. Yeah, it was.
Yep.
We need to play it. Me and Kate need to play that first one together because I think she needs to experience it. Right.
Like, I have it as well. We picked it up that one night when 3-Bit fucked up his console. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It might work now, 3-Bit, because you got Fight Night to work.
12-year-old.
I've wanted to play it ever
legit,
since.
Okay.
He sounded legit.
He sounded like he knew what he was talking about.
Hey,
He's like, first you go here in the dashboard, and then you delete all of your.
You should give me a social security number.
It was the wine.
And you know, and your credit card number, and I'll take care of everything for you.
I'm like, okay. Sounds good to me.
That's fine.
Yeah, I gotta really figure that out because randomly, like some 360 games are starting to work on my Xbox. Because I'm facing Husk. What is that, tomorrow? No, Sunday. I'm facing Husk on Sunday. And for a while, Fight Night wouldn't even work on my Xbox, and just randomly, it's like, hey, here you go, 3-bit. I know you're trying to get this to work, and now it works. So I have to figure out what's going on with my router because it hates me.
Time to get a Nighthawk 6000.
Yeah,
I have an unplugged Nighthawk next to me right now, just sitting on the ground gathering dust.
There you go.
Is that a real
exchange?
It is a real thing.
Yeah, it has like six antennas. If you got the,
it's like a what's the brand? Is the brand is Nighthawk? Like who makes?
No,
Asus.
Oh, it's Asus.
No,
it's not Asus.
No, it's Netgear.
Netgear. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Asus.
Yeah, pretty sure. I've got the
I'm
Nighthawk.
like, where the fuck is it? Because it's not where it should be.
Yeah,
it's not a real thing.
It's like it's extreme. It's extreme gamer router.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
didn't
want to ping right with my fucking
Netgear.
internet.
It was right. Yeah, it's Netgear.
Netgear. Okay.
Yeah. The Nighthawk is a great series. That's what I use.
I think I spent like $300 on it. So it's stupid.
might be worth it. You know.
Yeah.
I use the Linksys Velop. That's what it's called.
Wait, so we both have Linksys routers, and mine is just stupid.
Well, there's the older, the older school like Linksys routers that just had like the blue face on it, the blue front on it.
Yeah.
I had one of those before, and I had so many problems as well with that.
Oh. Okay.
And there's like one specifically that is older that like they never like made it. There was, I'm not a tech guy, right? But there was certain technology that they came out with in the routers at some point that automatically made it where a lot of the gaming services worked better, right? And then like the certain Linksys ones, I think it was like WRT54G or something. That's like, for some reason, that's like stuck in my brain. That like had a bunch of like stuff you had to do with port forwarding for all these different like things to make them work. And I had so many issues with that. And then the newer ones, right? The better ones, like have all the stuff already built in, right, to where it makes it work more seamlessly. So if somebody out there that's like a networking guy that understands routers, like maybe can explain that better.
Yeah, if anybody out there who is really techie and is not a 10-year-old kid on YouTube, please message me, and let's figure out why my internet is being weird.
You need to message my brother, babe. That's what he does.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so
or I'll talk to Mav's brother.
Yeah, no, it's Kate's brother is he does networking. That's just what he does. He builds networks for businesses and online infrastructure.
And you haven't asked him yet, Mav?
No, I didn't even think about it.
Weird.
You see this, Colin?
Whenever he contacts him, it's just for computer.
I know. I always feel bad because I'm like, I don't ever reach out to him. He's a super nice guy. Like we have a lot in common. But I reach out to him like, hey, how do I solve this problem?
Just send him a hey, I love you, man, and then just wait 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then back it up with a question.
My buddy's got this issue.
Like as a technique.
He's a freaking genius though, man. Like so hey guys, this was an absolutely fun show. And
we got through so many topics today.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of different stuff.
Without
3-bit. Well, I'll tell you this: we missed you, dude, and thank you for hopping in at the end because it's awesome. To see
it just jumped out my meeting. Still in my Academy account, which I forgot to log out of.
It's okay.
But yeah, always you guys are amazing. So. I had to, and I had crazy FOMO during the whole meeting. That was terrible.
Oh, did you? Like you're just like your legs shaking?
Just like
fun.
Yeah. But yeah, love you guys. Had to at least try and make this show.
Appreciate it.
It's great that you came.
And I'm glad that 3-Bit didn't come prepared with the thing.
Oh, that'll be there next Friday.
He said that like for like 2 months. Is it 2 months?
I thought it was supposed to be this Friday.
No, it's gonna be next Friday.
Oh. Okay.
He's finishing up some mocap sessions.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear, it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be next gen.
Did you say mocap sessions? What the hell?
It's gonna be Series X and S optimized. Don't worry.
You guys have no idea. I'm gonna tease it to some of you guys. Maybe we'll see.
No. Okay. Oh,
or maybe you should just be surprised.
Well, now we know why 3-Bit's been so busy.
I've been working on this video.
I know. Like, I haven't been
Get
able
my
to
payback.
Payback's coming. Hey, y'all want to see 3-Bit Pony? I'm just kidding. All right. So, babe, love you.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at KaitlinX0615 and here every Friday.
Yay.
And that's about it.
And lady.
Thank you to the chat. You're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Lady. Where can everybody find Lady?
Find me on Twitter at lady_AF. That's LAIDY_AF. You can find me here every Friday with these magnificent other people. And then you can find me on, I was gonna say these other magnificent 7. I was like, no, that's wrong math. So you can find me on Wednesdays with Gaming Beyond the Box. And you can find me most Tuesdays with Noobs and Pros on Players of Everything, Masters of None. So yeah.
Awesome. Lady's always busy doing stuff. She got the kids she got to take care of, and then also
the chitlins.
Everybody wants them on their podcast as well. Hey Lupa. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me at Assassin Lupa on Twitter and Xbox Live, and here every Friday evening. And it's been a great podcast. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, chat. You've been awesome. And thanks to our guests, Kid and Josh. And that's it, guys. Catch you all gaming.
All right. And now, hey, Psycho, what's up, man? Tell everybody where they can find you and when they're going to be able to see that new intro that you just showed me. And I'm super excited.
Yeah, you guys can find me everywhere at Psychonauts8. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Gamer Chat Podcast. Gamer Chat is one word. Always, you can find me Thursdays on Fun Pop, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, and here every Friday with the Magnificent 7 at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. And, you know, shout out to Josh and Kid for coming out. They were awesome. You know, it was awesome to have them on. And tonight was a great podcast, and can't wait to play with some of you guys on the after hours.
Heck yeah. We're playing Halo tonight. So if somebody wants to play, you know, just shoot me a message, Mav7, and let me know, and we can see if we can get you an invite if there's still space, and I hope to see you guys there. Also, what happened to my screen? Did Zoom just crash? Oh no. Did I do something to the screen? Are y'all still there? Can y'all hear me? No? Okay. Hold on, guys. Chat, are you there? Stream was solid. Is it still solid? Okay, there goes Zoom. Hi, everybody. This is awkward. I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear it? Okay. Well, I don't know what the heck's going on right now. So, you know what? Check out Pong Soul on Living Split Screen. And also check out Pong Soul on Twitter at Pong Soul. Also on Saturday nights. You can also check out... hold on, guys. I'm trying to rejoin this meeting. Bear with me. Why the heck did that happen? I may not be using Zoom anymore, guys. Doke. Bear with me real quick.
I just was like,
What
that
the-
bloody 3-bit joined again, didn't he? Look,
Yeah, he
that
did.
was Done.
He infects every
10 minutes
stream.
in,
He
What
drops
the heck
on.
happened?
He
That was
has got a
weird.
virus. He's got a virus.
He
Yes.
might.
Oh, we're
It's
live.
that fucking kids tutorial that he.
Hey, we live.
Yeah.
We're live.
Are we
Yeah.
live again?
Yeah, we're
Are we
still
back?
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are.
we're still live.
Oh,
yeah.
hey guys.
That's
Hey.
that was that. He
It wasn't
joined
me.
and he-
Hey, now you know everybody.
It wasn't me.
It's got
It was
Freebit's got an
you.
STD and he
Three
spreads
bit.
it wherever he goes.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Soon as
me.
you 10 minutes after you join, it just goes bang, and it's been fine for 2 hours. What the hell, 3-bit?
Yeah, 3-bit.
That was weird because my stream was completely stable.
Yeah.
And Zoom
Yeah.
just
It was like
crashed.
somebody just shut us down, 3-bit.
And Zoom is like an extremely stable platform, which is like it's kind of it's just strange. I don't understand. Who did
Like,
we
everything
lose?
just died for me.
Trying to
We
say
lost
something,
Lady.
man.
Maybe we lost Lady. All right, so we still have 2 outros. I was trying to give your outro. I was in the middle of your outro, Pong. So tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Pong Soul everywhere, Xbox, Twitter, you know the deal. But otherwise, tomorrow morning, wake up, come see Steel Rain and myself on Living Split Screen. We are in episode 10. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it, but we're there. Episode 10, Living Split Screen tomorrow morning,
Double
10 a.m.
digits.
Eastern. Yes, I can't. We survived. We made it. We're safe now. No, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time, 3 p.m. UK time. Living Split Screen, all one word, Split Screen. Just come check us out. We're gonna have a great time tomorrow morning. Got a lot to talk about because we talk about the entire industry. Tomorrow night, Shop Podcast, PTK Blam, Fuzzy Belvedere Centurion, and Stagorilla. Be there 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time. Tuesdays, back at it again with the Xbox Factor podcast with Mr. Boomstick and Zemi Games. So come check us out there, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock Central Time. Chat, you are phenomenal tonight.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you all coming out. But yeah, the chat was absolutely lit. And, obviously special shout out to N64 Josh and Kid Smooth for coming through. Appreciate all of our guests, but man, they were really good tonight. So it was a great discussion. Fam, 6 of you or 5 of you here with me. I love you all, guys. And Lady, love you too. It's just always awesome to be here on Friday nights. So thanks again, guys, for another great show. Appreciate you.
Absolutely amazing, dude.
Hey, I think I know someone that's gonna join you tomorrow night on the Shop Podcast.
Yes, I believe you probably do. You
who
might
could
know
that be?
somebody.
All right.
I was saving it for somebody.
It's okay. We'll get there. 3-bit. Thanks for hopping in with us at the last minute, dude. And I was super happy.
You're fucking up the whole stream.
I was super happy, even though
thanks for you spreading your disease.
Even though you killed the show at the end, it was worth it to see your face for at least a few minutes, dude. So thank you so much, man. Love you. And hey, tell everybody where they can find Art Academy.
What lesson are you giving this week?
Oh, lots of lessons. You guys can find me on Twitter at the VGHD. My YouTube channel is the Video Games HD. I we'll see when I'm coming back to podcasting. I love these shows, of course. It has nothing to do with that. It's just me having really bad self-control and trying to stay focused on certain projects I'm working on. But other than that, I will catch you guys. I love all of you 7 lovely individuals: Psycho, Mav, Kate, Pong, Lupa, Lady. You guys are awesome. Smooth and Josh. I saw a little bit of the show here and there, but you guys are awesome. I played with Josh in Outriders, and that was really fun.
Oh, okay.
And Smooth, I haven't done a show with him before, so I got a little bit with him. But awesome peeps, and I'll see you guys on the next show.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So first off, shout out to this amazing chat today. We had an incredible chat. All you guys, just a few shout outs. Cyber Gunter's hanging out there. Game Pass Dad's there now. Gaming Forte, Caper Grant, KY Bob, just
Johnny No Life.
On Victor Alistine, the Hellboy, Railsair.
Okay.
Let's see. There's just like so many freaking amazing people out there. Otaku Nate, of course our Magnificent Seven interacting with the chat. Powerman 4K, Johnny No Life. I could keep going. Was that baby?
Flame.
Good old Flames in the house.
Flame. Yeah. There's so many amazing people out there. It humbles me that you guys take the time to sit there here and actually spend time with us watching the content. It blows my mind. So thank you all so much. And also to the crew we got here. You guys freaking rock. I love you.
Babe, did you do Lupa's outro?
Yeah, I think we did that before. Did we not?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't pay attention to me.
Shout out to Lady, as well as all of these super individuals, and also our two guests, Kid Smooth, and N64 Josh. You guys were awesome on the show tonight. Check out their information also in the description below, where you can find all of their content. And hey, guess who's back? Back again, Lady AF. Lady, sorry, 3-bit killed us all with his internet.
Oh, was that what happened?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think we think
No, don't spread the lies.
Also, guys, you can check out all of our content on our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, all that stuff, and find me on Twitter, Fun Speculation. We got some awesome E3 stuff planned for everybody. I'm gonna see how much we can take on and how much we can do, and we're gonna be live a lot during E3 for reactions and pre-shows, post-shows. Whoever's available out of all of us is gonna pop in, pop out. We're gonna have some guests pop in, pop out, as well. I want to try and enjoy watching this content with you guys, the audience, because it makes it more fun to just sit there and take all this amazing stuff in, right? I'm working on a big video project right now that I bit off a lot, that I don't know how much I can chew and swallow, but it's amazing. Yeah,
you know what?
Oh.
You just swallow.
Pause.
That's what you do.
It is.
You don't want to chew. Things don't end well.
It is more amazing than I could have possibly imagined what I've been able to do the past week, and also moving into the next few days, going to get some more done. But there's been doing a lot of recording over the last week or so, and looking forward to sharing something with you guys for the community, for the channel, closer to E3. And so look forward to that as well. Shout out to everybody again in the chat. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And also the speculators up above, all you channel members, you all are amazing. Love you all. Hey guys, we're gonna be playing some Halo. And if anybody wants to join in again, just hit us up. All right. This is Mav and the Magnificent Seven.
Can we get a finger sniff real quick?
I thought we were all doing it.
Okay, we can do it in tandem. Yeah, okay. Or 1, 2, 3 fingers.
The Magnificent Seven.
1, 2, 3,
okay.
everybody.
Right. This is our thing. I guess this is our thing now.
Yeah. Now we got to do that every show.
Yeah.
That's how we sign off.
That's how we
My
say.
hand.
Xbox Ultimate.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Bye.
Catch you all gaming peeps.